suspended, I think, it's like.
Are we live? People, Deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. I'm just trying something different with my mic. Can you lot tell me if you can hear me with no problems or any complications? I've tried moving it from centrally and having it here purely because, you know, my laptop seems to, you know, want to be the life of the party as well and is making enough noise. And you lot always get onto me in Football Manager and when we're doing the Football Manager content and say, am I in the airport and things like that. But away from all of that, please let me know. Hopefully you lot can hear me loud and clear. As usual, people, Deluded, I'm back again and all of those things. First things first, I hope you've all had a good week. You've moved that much closer to your goals, hopes, dreams, and inspirations and aspirations and all of those sort of things, people. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend. Hope you're all in good health. And as usual, it's another weekend. It's another Watchalong. So welcome to the Leicester City versus Chelsea live Premier League Watchalong, where together we'll be talking, reacting, and commenting on what happens in the game. And obviously, football isn't just limited to these two teams. So yeah, any sort of talking points, don't feel any sort of way. You lot make this channel all it is, and I'm appreciative to obviously be here day in, day out. You know, the talking points, the engagement. Obviously, make sure you've hit the like button and subscribed if you haven't. You know, every like obviously gets the DG Nation stronger. On that topic as well, and on the topic of shamelessly plugging content, obviously it's the big one, Liverpool versus Arsenal, live from 4:20 this afternoon. Make sure you're all here, YouTube business. Hopefully we put in a shift and have a result. If not, it is what it is. Now you can see the lineups of both teams to the left and right of me. In addition to that, in the graphic below the screen, I'll read it out in a minute for the people who obviously, I appreciate everybody who's locked in from work and they can't view it, but they're listening. So yeah, you can see below me, you can see the sub benches of both Leicester and Chelsea. And to the left and right, according to whatever it looks like on your screen, you can see the lineups from both teams, people. So yeah, please tell me if you can hear me loud and clear and everything's calm. Appreciative of that, my guy. I appreciate it. Appreciate that, Ray. So yeah, it sounds like we're Kushti, man. That might be something new to introduce and things like that. To be fair, these road mics, a man said road. I'm cheating on my blue Yeti. The road ones over there. These Yeti mics cost quite a lot, so you'd imagine you should be able to chop and change and move things. So yeah, obviously shout out to Deluded in the chat as well. He said, smash the like button, people. Can we get to 100 likes? And as usual, set your reminders and also hit the like button for Liverpool versus Arsenal. It's the same, you know, where we're here today, where we're here right now. Better yet, same things, people. Quick shameless plug of that. Again, set your reminders, hit the like button and things like that. Shout out to the 18 people, including myself, who have done that so far. Away from the shameless plug-in, as I said, hope you're all doing well and safe. Leicester versus Chelsea. I mean, it's a good game. Brendan Rodgers derby. Obviously, he's got history managing Chelsea, and you know, Thomas Tuchel's got his feet under the door and he's doing good things. But such is life. You never know where it can turn. And my point to simply say that is, it doesn't matter if it's Chelsea, City, Manchester United. Brendan Rodgers is a name that's being linked to even Liverpool in the last couple of weeks again. And you know, projects always have to come to an end. I can't lie. He's got a good thing going for him at Leicester. Chairman who, you know, they all sing from the same hymn sheet. But, you know, at some point, you're going to have to, cycles are over. And Telemans is clearly having cold feet about a new deal. Jamie Vardy ain't going to be there forever. You know, cycles in football. Johnny Evans ain't going to be there forever. Again, Leicester are doing good things and I'm full of admiration for Leicester. But again, I'm keen to see what Brendan Rodgers is on personally. Like I said, hit the like button, get your comments in and those sort of things. Feels like I'm meant to do something very important, people. No, when you just have a brain fart like this. I'm meant to do something very important, but it's escaped me, so it can't be that important. But as I was saying, this should be a big clash. When we look at the table, you know, Chelsea are top, if we needed reminding as Arsenal fans. They sit top on 26 points. Manchester City, who have Everton tomorrow, are on 23. West Ham, obviously, prior to the international break, had a good result against Liverpool. They sit on 23 points. Liverpool and Arsenal, 4th versus 5th. If Arsenal win, we're on 20 points. You know, we could go up the table. That slaps us on 23. We've got a grand old goal difference of 0 compared to, you know, Liverpool's plus 20, West Ham's plus 10, City's plus 16, and Chelsea's plus 23. But we could be in the title race as well. We could, best case scenario, Arsenal could be 3 points off Chelsea. I'm really living up to my name. Obviously, I don't believe that, people. And as I said, Liverpool versus Arsenal is going to be a whole different entity in itself. So make sure you're there for that one. But again, the game games are coming thick and fast. If you're Chelsea, again, you need to put in a shift. You're hoping probably that Arsenal could do you a favour in that game. You're hoping Everton, Rafa Benitez can do something in that relations as well. And obviously, if you're Liverpool, you need to get points, and you probably want Chelsea to lose because you've been dropping points in the last 2 games. You know, again, we've all sat here and said there's like, well, for me anyways, I've said there's like 3 different mini Premier League tournaments going on within these 20 teams. And what I mean by that is typically the big 3 are going for it in terms of the league title: Liverpool, City and Chelsea. I think mathematically you can't really say, and the way West Ham are playing, you have to probably say them 4 are in it really and truly, because West Ham are doing the business. But I would have said prior to West Ham doing what they're doing of the last 2 weeks, I would have said the big 3, and then you've got West Ham, United, Arsenal, these sort of teams around there, Brighton, Wolves, Spurs, all fighting for that 4th spot, hopefully land 5th, 6th, worst case scenario, and then anything from 13th to 14th/20th. You know, only 3 teams can go down. And I'm not saying everyone's going to have a poor season, but you can't really pick a relegation candidate. I think Norwich are gone. They got a new gaffer. You don't know what they could say. I want Newcastle to stay up. And I know they've promised Eddie Howe that he's going to get money to spend in January. It could be all the fat lady sings in January. You could be gone in January. It doesn't matter who you're bringing, really and truly, you know. Low key, no, you know, I think Bielsa will stay up, but Leeds are moving kind of mad slyly. Brentford are, you know, respectfully to Brentford, you know, probably a normalization of results, but they were doing bits and they're kind of just flattering a bit, really and truly. Now they've got Newcastle, and I can't lie, I put Ivan Toney in my fantasy again. He's on the bench. He was on the bench. He's in the starting lineup. You know, old team, point to prove. Maybe he can do some bits there. But yeah, man, big up the members, moderators, and subscribers. Big up DG and the DG Nation. Hope you're all good. Every day that I'm here with you lot, it's always a pleasure. So yeah, man, on top of that got my help in life like everyone, but you know, we're moving towards it and we're trying in it. God loves a trial. Appreciative for everyone who let me know in relation to the mic. 1-1, where you been, man? Missed you. Pause as well. What have you said? DG, first time tuning in a minute. The production has come far. Big up. I don't know where you've been, but get back with this thing, and I appreciate that, man. You know, bit by bit, brick by brick. Rome weren't built in a day, but we're trying to lay some bricks and get some plumbing in there and whatnot. Yeah, Brentford are sliding. They need to find some form, or it could be in trouble. And I mean, again, you can see the lineups on both screens, people. So apologies for being a bit annoying. But yeah, just to illustrate the point, and because we're talking about relegation and all these things, if we look at the league title, I can't see if I don't remove it, and you lot can't see, but the mic is actually blocking the screen now. You can't have it all. But you know, for me, I said 13th all the way to 20th. You know, you see Southampton, probably back them to do it. Even that, there's not much in it. This is why I don't think you can read too much into the league table. I just think every team, regardless of what you're trying to accomplish, you're going to drop points. Your rivals are going to drop points. You just need to focus on January. January the 1st is when I think things start really normalizing and we can say things. Obviously, there's some obvious things, you know. Thankfully, Arsenal are not going to get relegated. Again, out of Norwich and Newcastle, they're probably down. One of the two's probably gone, really and truly. You know, you got to look at the goal difference as well. -21. That's a fuckery. Pardon my French. That's a mazza. You know, I can't lie. I want Burnley to go, but respectfully, I think Sean Dyche will twang them out of that. You know, Aston Villa got a new gaffer. They might twang their way out of that. As I said, no one's kind of talking about Bielsa's thing. Now, hopefully tomorrow he can do a job against Spurs. As you can see, not everyone was respectfully Brentford fans, because I respect what Thomas Frank and all these guys are doing. But when they beat us, they were the next up. They were, you know, trying to do what Leicester is doing and all of these sort of things. They're here. And I'm not saying they're not on none of that. But I just think, you know, people were loud with the proclaiming and people kind of quiet now looking at the results. Again, I'm not saying they're a bad team. And as I say, normalization, respectfully, Brentford fans, they probably didn't expect to have the flying start to Premier League life. So there's probably a little normal results there. Same way with Arsenal. You know, we were brought back down to earth of such against Brighton, against Palace, you know. Sway, hopefully by God's grace we can still live in the clouds after this Liverpool game. Hopefully it could be a West Ham-esque performance, but it's dark days where Anfield is concerned as an Arsenal fan. And when you got Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and probably, you know, it probably will be other guys that make the difference in that game. You know, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Jew, whatever religion. Pray to your God or gods for Arsenal today, in it, Carl. We need everything we can get in it, but thankfully it is 12:10. Appreciative to everybody that's locked in, and we can focus on Leicester and Chelsea. Get your predictions and all of those sort of things in, people, as well. Talking points, as I said, you know, again, Leeds are involved in this, bro. Aston Villa, that's a mazza, you know. 5 L's on the trot, that's a mazza. Watford, 1 win. 4 L's and they got United now. You hope respectfully, I hope Watford can do a thing against United, but it's a Mazda, you know. Newcastle, to be fair, their form is slightly better than a couple's, but boy, you know, you need a win. You need to win. You need to get 40 points. And again, the goal difference, you know, Norwich, if you can't keep clean sheets, if you're not scoring goals, then you can't win the league title. You can't stay in the division. You can't do much. -12 where Newcastle's concerned. Respectfully, Newcastle, the majority of the squad are championship players. Burnley, to be fair, Sean Dyche gets a tune out of his team. You know, they're bookie. They'll go on a little run and do all of these sort of things. And then Watford, again, I'd like Watford to stay up there. Our London Coley neighbours, but it's peak, man. Hopefully Claudio Ranieri can do a thing. I know Watford don't like us because we're neighbours, but we were very unsporting like to them when we bucked them at the Emirates. But you get the point, people, regardless. So, yeah, and then obviously you got this little mini league where, again, probably expect Liverpool to be part of the top 3 and West Ham to come down here, but boy, Arsenal can dream of a league title. And this is Arsenal are probably the best reason as to why I am illustrating my point. You can't just look at the league table, because we were getting relegated in the first 3 weeks. Mathematically, you can't say, as stupid as it is, and I don't agree with this, but you can't say Arsenal are not in a title challenge there. You can't. We know Arsenal are not, because we know we're going for Arsenal, but you can't say not, you know. This is why it's just about January. A lot of these, I'm not saying people don't deserve to be here, because there's 11 games. You earn the right to play. You earn your 3 points. So when I say false positions, I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but a lot of these things, and I hope where Arsenal are concerned, it's not the case. Hopefully our false position means first, but I think there's a lot of false positions there. Obviously, side note, shout out to Gerrard for managing his first game today, but also shout out to Graham Potter. I believe this is his 100th game for Brighton. So shout out to him. That's a big achievement, you know, as a manager, really. The way the game's set up, if you last 10 games, mad thing. Ask Nuno. But to be fair, how many games did he manage in the Prem? When did he get the clip? What, Conte's only managed 1 game in it, the Everton thing, in the Prem. So, what, he probably got clipped game week 9, 10. I could be wrong. Someone let me know if I'm wassing. But yeah, man, that's the league table concerned. Enough about that. Let me see what you lot are saying for true now, people. Appreciative for the comments. 2-1 Chelsea for me today. Predictions, DG. Woof. Let me let the creative juices start flowing and see what you lot are saying, and I'll get my prediction. There's a lot to consider. As I said, Brendan Rodgers derby, you know, Leicester are bookie as well. You know, the spirit, all of that sort of stuff. You raise your game by 10% when the big boys come to the league. Obviously, a lot of the talking points going into this game, respectfully to Leicester, you know, is going to go towards Chelsea. They're fighting for a league title. You've got Manchester City versus Everton. You've got a big game in Liverpool, Arsenal, and what these teams are doing. No one, the talking points aren't really geared towards Leicester, but Leicester are trying to get Champions League. And if we're honest, they should have bagged it for the last 2 years. They messed it up at the end, sort of thing. And to be honest with you, low key, again, they've only got 2 wins. Leicester, well, it's not even low key. Leicester haven't been flying this season. Again, it's about making it to January, but Leicester sit 12th. You know, 3 points could do a lot for them, especially as they're part of what I said, the little mini Champions League hunt, Royal Rumble thing that we got going on. Especially if I'm looking at it saying, boy, well, we got a tough game, but Arsenal got Liverpool. Liverpool probably beat them. What could happen there? If Liverpool, beat Arsenal, if Man United mess about against Watford, you know, if Villa can do a favour against Brighton, if Spurs mess up against Leeds, these things you get it. It's an interesting time. Shout out to Callum Hudson-Odoi, who is also starting today. Obviously, don't tell Matisse, but I do like Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's a good player. I do think it's a weird one, because I do think he's been deserving of more chances, but at the same time, historically, I don't think he's always grabbed them. And I think man have to remember, as much as you want all the young players to play and everyone to get a chance, end of the day, Thomas Tuchel's neck on the line. And fans, as much as they say they understand it, they're not here for it. Guys don't want to hear young players got opportunities if you lose a game. Not many fans want to hear that. But right now, Callum's played to the level. And another thing, Callum's played to the level to where he deserves it. And I like to see Callum and also Loftus-Cheek, who's on the bench, do their thing. One thing I like about Thomas Tuchel, there's no romance. He rates these players, but there's no romance, you know. Reece James wasn't always starting. Now he's doing his thing, you know. Everybody, it's one of them ones. So it's an interesting one. So it's an interesting clash. Obviously, Leicester on the counter-attack is bookie. Anytime you're playing against Jamie Vardy, it's a bit of a mazza. I know Chelsea have had 1-2 injury concerns. They're missing the big man, Lukaku. Again, ironically, it's looking like since Lukaku's come out, they're scoring more goals. But anytime I watch Chelsea, they've got players who can score goals. Obviously, these man smacked up Norwich like 7-0. But You know, I don't think anyone's a historic goal scorer. I know Havertz gets a couple. Mount got a hattie the other day. Chilwell's been getting forward. Reece James has been actually doing it for the fullback union. But I can't really see where the goals are coming from. I see a team that can create chances, not necessarily who's scoring. That defense, I wouldn't want to play against anyone in that Chelsea defense. You know, Mendy's a miffing goal. You're not getting past him more time. You've got the informed young Chalobah. Shout to him because he signed a new contract. Thiago Silva needs no introduction. If you know, you lot are locked into DG Nation and that, so you know football. Don't need to say anything more about Thiago. He's a serious centre half. Rudiger's a madman, and he's being linked with Bayern and Real Madrid this week. And to be fair, apparently Real Madrid, you know, Mbappe, Pogba, Rudiger on free transfers. That would be quite the transfer window. I know PSG did something decent in relation to free transfers last season, but that could be mad. But yeah, obviously for the away side, in fact, let's start with Leicester, man. They're the home team. You've got Schmeichel, Amati, Evans, Soyuncu, Kassan, Samore, Ndidi, Albrighton, Lookman, Vardy, Barnes. Now, obviously, Barnes, Albrighton, positive, going to work hard, going to run themselves into the ground. Jamie Vardy, a bit of that. And obviously, he's Mr. Dark Horse. He knows how to do this thing. Cassandra's going to get forward. Both teams have gone with three at the back. So there's an element of cancelling each other out. Leicester tried to play quite compact anyways. And I would say Chelsea have width, but I wouldn't say they're a team notoriously known for their width. They're quite cute. There's 1-2 players that can do it. But yeah, no one's really directing that team, bar Callum Hudson-Odoi, with respect, and the fullback. So it'd be interesting to see what's going on. Obviously, Chelsea centre-halves all comfortable on the ball. Chalobah's going to go and fill into that space, let Reece James probably get higher up the field, which Leicester should not be trying to let happen. Rudiger takes charge. Thiago Silva, again, is Thiago Silva. You know, I'm not quite sure we're going for Kovacic, but yeah, man. Is what it is. Where Chelsea are concerned, make sure you're hitting the like button, people. You've got Mendy, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Reece James, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mason Mount, Havertz, and obviously Callum Hudson-Odoi. We're 11 minutes before kickoff, people. Appreciative to everyone who's locked in on this fine early Saturday morning kickoff. So used to watching you, DG. I'm up watching you early Sat morning. Big up from Toronto every time. I appreciate you. And what are you lot? 5-6 hours behind. So yeah, man, you know, go take some sleep or enjoy the game, man. But I appreciate that. We needed the suit and tie today, DG. One love to everyone who was locked in on Twitch. If you watch my Football Manager content on the replays, you're gonna have to wait for it to come out. But I promised you, like, anytime we get to a final, you know, we get the suit and tie, and well, not suit, we get the shirt and tie out, and obviously, you know, Arsene Wenger inspired. Would the green screen be kind to me? Yeah, obviously. We beat Burnley in the Cat Yarabel Cup final. That means that in Football Manager, like Jose Mourinho, I've won three trophies. I've done the treble, you know, Community Shield, FA Cup, Cat Yarabel. What can I say? Not everyone can drip to that. Last time these two sides met was the FA Cup final in May, which Leicester won 1-0. Chelsea will want revenge. Boy, 2-1 Leicester. Us to be 3 points off the top today after beating Liverpool. Speak it into existence and pray to all the gods, like DG said. Shout to 1-1. True. Tough love from Tuchel has helped revive Hudson-Odoi. It's true. And, you know, you need a manager with balance. Obviously, you've seen certain men are too iron fist and certain managers are probably too kind, really. You need that kind of healthy balance. Thomas Tuchel is just looking at it is that, yeah, I know you're young and that, but you need to prove that you're a useful tool for this team across the 38-game Premier League calendar and obviously all the cups. And now that's what he's doing, you know. Clearly, Callum could have gone on loan, could have left or whatever. And he said, no, you need to stay, Carl. We need you. You know, you get your chance, keep it in it. Make sure you don't get dropped. And talking about my chance, this stream's been getting off to a great start, but something's flown in my eyes. Something's trying to dead me. Someone's hating. I don't even mention people's baby mamas again on these things. So I don't know what's going on. At the risk of going blind, we're still out here, people. We can beat Liverpool if we are compact defensively, counter-attack quickly, and take our chances in front of goal. Liverpool isn't invincible. It isn't, but you got it's easier said than done. DG, what mouse and keyboard do you use? Well, for the mouse, Argos inspired, and the keyboard, just the laptop's keyboard. DG, Leicester without the Belgian magician can still compete against Chelsea. Again, no Telemans, or it looks like, which is mad. Can still compete against Chelsea if only their two DMs in Ndidi and Samore sit back and get the ball to Barnes and Lookman, who can do their things up top. They're going to need it. Leicester going to have to be positive. Don't be positive. You're not going to win. You can't respect Chelsea too much. Chelsea need no invitation to get forward, play their lovely passing football. They're a very good possession-based side. I'll say Chelsea 2-1. Fair play. Let's say 2-1 Leicester. I'm going to say 2-1 Leicester, but I'd expect Chelsea to win 2-3-1, if I'm honest with you. I just think Thomas Tuchel will bang the drum of needing a good performance, needing to start strong after the international break, and needing to take points at a period where injuries are going to mount up, not just for you lot, but for your rivals, and the games are coming thick and fast, and all these things. You know, people are going to start dropping points. What do I mean? You know, for these two teams, obviously, these two teams are competing in Europe midweek. Obviously, make sure you're following on Twitch and YouTube. You're subscribing as well, because during the week, obviously, we're going to have at least, there's 4 watchalongs, because we're going to do 2 Champions League games a day. I think Man United are playing at 5:45, and then you've obviously got Man City at PSG. I'll leave it down to a vote, but there is 1-2 games. Besiktas Ajax could be filled with some controversy. 1-1, see both teams struggling to score, though Chelsea will create a lot. And that's the problem with Chelsea at times. They haven't, again, this is saying this about a team that put 7 past Norwich the other day. There's not really killers in front of goal. You know, Havertz can get goals, but 9 times out of 10, he's very cute. He's a good passer, but he's falling on the floor. You know, he's the sort of guy, a ball will get fizzed in behind. He'll have the chances, doesn't necessarily take them. And, you know, Leicester, again, they're without a number of key men. And how much service is Jamie Vardy going to get? Big call, in my opinion, not to start Maddison, especially because there's no Telemans. You know, what this has told me is that, you know what, respectfully, Rodgers has said, you know what, we're going to lose the possession battle, but possession is 9/10 of the game. It's what you do with it. We're going to go with our build respectfully to Ndidi and Samore. You know, we're going to fight in the middle. We're going to go be compact, try and meet them halfway. And then we've got pace on the counter attack. You know, with respectfully, they've got good passes. Evans and Sionchu can ping a ball. You know, Kassange, these guys are going to go forward. Albrighton is a nuisance to defend against, as is Barnes, as is Jamie Vardy. And Lookman's looked a decent fine. Havertz can get goals. Again, so he pops up in the positions. That's what I mean. That he pops up in the positions and then starts falling over and them thing there. Big up yourself, Man City, till I die. Shout out to Tim as well. Shout out to the Leeds and Manchester City fans locked in as well, man. And fans just of neutral teams, man. You lot make this what it is. Maddison scored versus Chelsea last season. Leicester won 2-0. Lampard's final game. Interesting. Leicester looked ish this season, to be honest. Chelsea should win, but without a striker, I'm hoping for an upset. Come on. How you feeling, DG? As usual, it's a pleasure to be here, locked in with you lot. Hit the like button. There's 7 minutes until kickoff. Bit nervous in relation to Liverpool versus Arsenal, if I'm honest with you, but it's calm, man. It's a Saturday. Happy to see football's back. Happy to be back doing watch-alongs with you guys. Would love to squeeze some Football Manager in, but I don't think it's possible this weekend. And then, yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to you, my guy. El Pedrino. Shout out to you, my guy. I appreciate that. The last time Arsenal scored more than 2 goals at Anfield in the Premier League game was the 4-4 with Arshavin scoring all 4. I mean, let's hope a madness could happen. Would you be open to doing a few La Liga watch-alongs, DG? Why not? You know, we did a couple PSG. Why not, man? We like football, innit? Lukaku, Kovacic out. And again, you know, I'm sure Thomas Tuchel would love the option, at least to be able to play either player. Can't be a case at this moment in time. And to be fair, both teams are missing players that they could use, but Chelsea should have enough to get over the line at Leicester. And to be fair, for Leicester, they might be missing 1-2 players and the form might not be best. But you don't become a bad team overnight. Leicester are still a dangerous side. And for Leicester to be sat 12th, you know, again, I'm sure they want to go and climb further up the table and do what they're doing. So they're going to want 3 points just as much as Chelsea, really and truly. I mean, the perfect weekend will, of course, be Arsenal somehow beating Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, United, all dropping points. It'd be lit. Morning from the US, Deluded, hoping Leicester wins today. Shout out to you, my guy. And I think we're all, from an Arsenal perspective, hoping for a Leicester win. Obviously, we support anyone that plays against Chelsea or Spurs, unless they play each other, where hopefully both could lose, you know. But you get the point, man. Hoping for that, man. I expect Chelsea to win today. Appreciative to everybody who's hit the like button, but there's 74 of you locked in and only 39 likes. The maths isn't mathing, people. It's not making sense. If you've hit the like button, God bless you. God bless you if you haven't, but God bless you. Hopefully you win the lottery. If you haven't hit the like button, then unexpected high bills are pending, people. 5 minutes until kickoff. Telemans being out is huge for Leicester as he is pulling the strings in midfield for them. True. crazy, man. But they're gonna have to get out. They're gonna have to make it happen. Literally have no choice but to make it happen. Barcelona versus Espanyol isn't a bad start for a Watchalong. Xavi's first game in charge. What day is that? Omar, is that you turning into content creator and that planner and that shit? When the nation blows, when we blow up, you send your CV. You don't hand your CV and you send the email. We might can find a role for you. But let's see what fixtures are actually midweek. Hit the like button if you haven't, people. 4 minutes until kickoff. Actually, before that, people, the game hasn't started, but we meant to test things before we start going live. So let me check the time is working. All right, cool. When it's the time to shine, it's gonna shine. So let's see. Obviously, today, if you don't know what's going on with the Premier League, people, right now is clearly Leicester versus Chelsea. Gerrard's first game against Brighton, which is also Graham Potter's 100th game in charge. Villa versus Brighton, Burnley Palace, Newcastle Brentford, the Ivan Toney derby, Norwich Southampton, Dean Smith new job there, Watford Manchester United. Ollie's been talking midweek about he's confident of a big performance. Wolves against West Ham, Liverpool versus Arsenal. So yeah, let me see what's actually going on. Let's go. What's going on next week? Monday is dead. Tuesday's Champions League. Yeah, Champions League. Wednesday's Champions League. Thursday's Europa. Friday is who? No, that. Saturday is who? Well, early morning kickoff there. Fair play. Once again, where the lineups are concerned, people. Schmeichel, Amati, Evans, Soyuncu, Kassange, Samore, Ndidi, Albrighton, Lookman, Vardy, and Harvey Barnes. Where Chelsea are concerned, you've got Mendy, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Reece James, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mason Mount, Havertz, and Callum Hudson-Odoi. Obviously, I'm watching this on TV, people, but if you are watching this via streams, help your fellow football lover out. It's inevitable someone's going to ask for a stream. It's inevitable someone's stream that is working isn't going to work. So help people out, people. So yeah, it is what it is. That Chelsea away shirt looks all right. You're being shameless. We don't praise Chelsea. Worst kit in the world now I'm playing. You're right, man. You're onto something. It's a decent looking kit. 2 minutes from kickoff. Jamie Vardy looks serious, people. He's going to get some water. Might be some Buki energy juice. Ben Chilwell's obviously back at his team. Chilwell gets on the board today, Arsenal fan. To be fair, Chilwell's in my fantasy league, so someone's got to do it from Chelsea. I can't lie, the kit does look all right, innit? The away shirt does look all right. That's why I think I put some. I don't even know who's in the thumbnail, but I'm sure I put someone in the Chelsea thumbnail in that. Shout out Colo Toure as well. Coaching staff with Brendan Rodgers. Hopefully, Colo Toure eventually steps out in his own right as a manager or whatever job that my man goes to next, he brings him through. If you're looking for streams, He's Gold, Total Sport Tech, VIP League for anyone who wants streams. Let's all hit the like button on the way in. It helps. Shout out to 1-1. Let's tell him again. $49 likes, people. We're so close, but so far. Rudiger and Vardy, the thumbnail. Shout out to me, man. Come on, Leicester. We're all Leicester fans for 90 minutes. I guess. These have been done. Let's actually make sure we're on the timer now. Get ready to press that. And it's live, people. Kickoff has now happened, people. Make sure you're hitting the like button. I'm going with 3-1 Chelsea today. It's Leicester versus Chelsea. That looked like the first foul of the game. It hasn't been given. And Chelsea will have a throw in here, people. Nightbot has said, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, as Tim has said, to share it up and whatnot. Subscribe if you haven't. Also, do the same thing on Twitch so you don't miss a beat. Pardon me. You know, 30 seconds, call it that into the game. It's a throw on here with Leicester. Early morning kickoff, and hopefully we see a good game. Leicester have given it right back away. And again, the game's going to need to settle. It's a bit like playground football. It's very snappy. No one's holding on to it. Reece James just about gets it home. Thiago Silva, Vardy leading the press against Mendy. Mendy's going to have to hook that Rose head. And again, this game, clearly we're going to need to see in the first 5 minutes the game to settle. It's not going to. You know, you haven't seen 5 passes yet. It's another throw-in with Leicester. And again, I can't hear the commentary. Obviously, I have to turn it off to be able to stream. You know, we can't get any copyrights. But you can imagine the 12th man where Leicester are concerned are doing their part. If I'm Chelsea, I can't lie. Marty is the area I'm getting at, and he's giving it straight away. It's here with Rudiger. And Vardy leads the press again. Rudiger. Good pass. Jorginho has time and space, accepts that, sees that, and advances forward with the ball. But there's not much happening in front of him. Almost sold Callum Hudson-Odoi short, to be honest, but he's done well. Rudiger's looked to go long. Into the path of Havertz. Evans says, no chance, mate. Takes no prisoners. Hopefully, Havertz is all right. He's holding his head. Don't think that was a foul. Evans wins the ball. Oh, to be fair with you, is a bit aggressive. I don't think he means it, but he does kind of push him up in his face and whatnot. Brazy in that regards. Slightly, that could be a free kick to Chelsea. Very slightly. I don't think the ref's giving it. It's a throw in here, and it's gone back to Havertz. He's giving it to Ben Chilwell, playing against his former team. Forced to go backwards. It's here with Rudiger. As we all expected, you know, 2 teams playing 3 at the back. They probably were in the opening exchange is going to cancel each other out. They're 2 narrow teams as well, and you can see that Chelsea haven't got much options early on in front for the man in front in possession, people. And again, for Leicester, again, it's fun and games being able to do this in the first half or the first 10. The last 10 will be difficult. Maybe Chelsea are going to have to remain, you know, patient and wait for gaps to appear. Rudiger. Jorginho. Chelsea doing quite well to evade the Leicester press on that occasion. Chalobah. Cobham graduate to Cobham graduate as Mason Mount plays it to him. Jorginho does well to turn his man, really. And a foul's been given against Ndidi. Jorginho's taking it quick, and that's actually a very good ball into Havertz. Can he show some composure? Havertz! Oh, Lord. Composure, not... So apologies. It's not Havertz, it's Ben Chilwell. That makes sense. That's why he's a left back. And again, he should have scored. During my FPL team, that's a fantastic ball by Jorginho. See, the best midfielders, in fact, the best footballers are quick thinkers. Look at the run from Chilwell. To be fair, he's onside. Leicester have gone completely to sleep there. Bit of composure. He's done well. He just needs to keep it down. I don't know what he's tried to do. I think he's got caught in 2 minds. He's tried to find the far corner. He tried to chip it, and he's ended up hitting the crossbar. But really, it was a mess there. I wouldn't even say that's unlucky. Good chance, though. First big chance of the game within the opening 3 minutes. Odd people. Falls to Chilwell. Still remains Leicester 0. Chelsea 0. Samore loses it. A lot of hype regarding Samore. Not too much now. N'Golo Kante also playing against his former team. Jorginho loses the ball. What a good player Jorginho is, but boy. For a man on form, he has to score. Boy. Albrighton. Dilly-dallying in possession. Is he going to get caught here? Looks for his goalie, Schmeichel. Forced to go long, but again, Thiago Silva, Vardy, vintage to vintage. Jorginho moving mad. Rudiger makes it look like a good pass. Chelsea being brave here. I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi was fouled there, and he is. You know, Leicester snapping at heels. You know, being very tigerish. If you're a Chelsea attacking player, your heels are going to hurt after this game because they are getting kicked down the back of them and whatnot. One love to everybody tuned in, people, according to wherever you are. As usual, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Leicester have won the ball back, and Jamie Vardy's received it in the channels. Only one option for Vardy. What can Vardy do? Jamie Vardy's having a party. He's delivered it across. Rudiger clears. Important clearance. Really, Chelsea made it harder than it needed to be. And Rudiger's right to shout at, man, because it didn't look like Vardy could do anything. Almost picked out his man Rudiger, the only person switched on. Big up to my American viewers. Some of these players are moving like you, early morning snoring. Havertz has lost the ball. I can hear my... Let's hope one of the people in one of the flatmates get that. Hopefully that's my football boots from Amazon. Leicester in possession here, people. Indeed, the intention was, oh crap, hey, almost happened. It was a poor attempted pass, but then Thiago Silva and Rudiger, they're buzzing out. under hit passes. Now normality has restored. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Not too many options for the man in possession for Chelsea. There's a sea of blue shirts. Callum Hudson-Odoi has done well to hold on to the ball. Reece James, only one really could play. Does well. Gives it back. Cobham to Cobham. Reece James, that's a good ball into him. From Callum, good play from him. But again, no one at Chelsea's clocking the angle. That's where they probably need Lukaku. If you see them not trying to fashion something, the ball's going to come across. Sniff it. A lot of these Chelsea players want the ball to feet. Chelsea have kind of clocked that at any given opportunity, they're going to hit this long ball into Jamie Vardy, and Thiago Silva and Chalobah dealt with it. It's here with N'Golo Kante, Rudiger, Jorginho. Still 0-0 in this clash, people. You have to score from there. Big up, DJ. Appreciate you lot tuned in. It's here with Jorginho. Probably seen the most of the ball from a Chelsea perspective. I'd say Rudiger a close second. Ain't seen too much from Mount. Immediately, you can see Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi. They're quite frustrated. They're buzzing around. Like, look at it. Mount and Callum have actually swapped positions if you deep it. Callum in the centre for this second. Don't lose it there. Finds N'Golo Kante. IC3 to IC3. N'Golo, that's a good ball. It's not actually, and it's good reading of the game by Amati. Uncle Amati deals with it. Kasper Schmeichel tries a good pass. Barnes has made it look good. But again, Leicester need to hold on to the ball. It's given straight back. And slowly but surely, Chelsea are creeping further and further into Leicester's half. What you're seeing now is what's going to happen in the Liverpool-Arsenal game. And that Chelsea will be Liverpool and we'd be doing what's happening. And in this opening 7 minutes, there's been 77% possession to Chelsea and 23% where Leicester City are concerned. Rudiger. Is that going to be a good pass? He's found Chilwell. There's no options for him. Chilwell, that was tired by him and Mount. There was no seasoning on that. It was a poor pass from Chilwell, really, to begin with. Pardon me. Chelsea have had two good chances. Reece James put a good ball into the box. I wouldn't say that's a clear-cut chance. The only clear-cut chance there's been is with Chilwell. Still 0-0. Jorginho wins the header. N'Golo Kante flicks it on. Mason Mount. Chilwell loses out. But it will be a Chelsea throw-on here, folks. Crazy. Hey, man. Sorry, people. It's a round cheese random thing. Trying to open this in the most way without making noise, man. Chalobah. Chelsea, as expected, deep in Leicester's half. Patient football. Callum Hudson-Odoi bundled off the ball and Leicester have won it back now. This is where they have to make it count. Aye! Lookman just sent Jorginho, but he's ran into a blind alley. Cute little bit of play from him. Aye, cheeky. 59 likes, people. Please keep running up the like button. Can we get to 100? He should have scored. I can't lie. Trust. Reece James. In the form of his life, as he describes it. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Best period I've seen of him in a blue shirt in a while. Well, I'll say blue. It's yellow today. Chelsea probably lacking that added cutting edge, that final ball quality. Leicester just trying to hit on the counter, trying to find the balls into Jamie Vardy, giving the ball away quite cheaply at times. But they're not playing poor. I can't lie. And just like that, Kasper Schmeichel, that's not the first time he's done that. I can't really blame him because it's difficult for a keeper. If no one's showing for it, then you might as well just try hit it into the channels. Chalobah. Jorginho. I can't lie, man. I'm not a Chelsea fan by any stretch of the imagination, but you do get a bit jealous of the way they play out from the back. I know Kovacic isn't playing today, but Kovacic, Jorginho, the way they just demand the ball, the way they try and set the levels and progress the team further forward, it's quite admirable, really. And obviously, shout out N'Golo Kante. Opening sweets in the back of class was always a mission. You know what it is? I had too much of a good heart in school, man. I can never say to the random, there's never... If everyone sees it, everyone gets one, innit? Mason Mount puts a ball in. Overcooked. Big up human being. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, people. Very appreciative of that. I mean, again, it's showing a replay of Rudiger's clearance. Lookman was just about to get on the score sheet. Jorginho. Kante. Finds Reece James. Ooh, bit smelly from Kante. See what he tried to do. Probably needed Jorginho to do it. Too cool. Vex. Rightly so. Dead game for now. There, my guy. Ain't nothing else going on right now in this game. If you're listening, admittedly, people, I'm probably making this game sound a bit more exciting than it is, which is why, you know, Sky Sports, BBC, all you lot shout me, man. I should be a commentator, a scout. I should be shouting, man. Looks like, you know, it's a long day for Havertz, man. Look, Johnny Evans is just moving mad, like just grabbing them up at any given occasion. Rudiger. Thiago Silva. I wonder if he gets a new deal at Chelsea. Good ball from Silva to Kante. James. Mount. James. Rudiger calling for it. Gets it. Looks to carry it forward. Rudiger on an adventure. He's going on it. He's going for it. Plays it to Chilwell. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Jorginho. Patient play from the Chelsea lads. A lovely pass from Thiago Silva. Oh, Mason Mount needs to get with it because if that's better, Havertz is in. Chalobah concedes a foul. But again, Leicester is still 0-0, but it's one of them games you're having to defend the edge of your half. You know, you're defending your own half, defend on the edge of your area. Out, there's not really an out ball. Don't think they need to get Harvey Barnes on it a bit more. You know, Reece James ain't done too much defending, and you know, Chalobah's a young man out there. Can you look? He's a good defender, but can you look to get Vardy and Barnes doing something in that left-hand channel? You're never going to get much from the midfielders. Samore and Ndidi are extremely limited in terms of building. Johnny Evans almost got himself in a pickle here, concedes a throw-in, but that sums up Leicester. You know, you can't blame anyone. Stop shouting at people. Ball's getting caught under his feet. Afternoon, right back to you, Stephen, man. Wonder if Rudiger will get one. They still didn't find an agreement. Boy, Rudiger's living, you know. Every game you play, you're looking better and better. The contract's winding down. Either Chelsea slap some more zeros on that, or there's Bayern Munich, PSG are onto him apparently, Real Madrid onto him. Man said, I need a Mount stinker for propaganda purposes. Chelsea keep giving the ball away. There's a corner to Chelsea. Ben Chilwell to take it. Swing that in, man. Arsenal inspired. Ben Chilwell getting back into form. Samora needs to keep his hands down there. Chilwell's a good ball in. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. Rudiger has scored, people. You could see the marking was absolutely atrocious from Leicester. On the face of it, Chelsea deserve it. On the face of it, Rudiger's been one of Chelsea's brighter players, and he's done such. Chilwell, shout out to you because you're in my FPL team. Chelsea have drawn first blood, people. You could see the marking was piss poor. And again, that is, as I said, Arsenal inspired, people. Arsenal inspired. You know, we took advantage of them from the set pieces. Look at it. Completely gone unmarked. If Rudiger doesn't score, there's about how much other man queuing up for that. Look at that. That's terrible marking, you know, and no one really wants to put a head on that ball. Ndidi and Cassange, look at Ndidi's reaction. He's looking to blame someone else. Rudiger's got in the middle. Nothing Kasper Schmeichel could do. Man are jumping around for no reason. And Chelsea, of you know, Thomas Tuchel's jumping up and down. It's the man we just spoke about in terms of adding a few more zeros. It is Chelsea 1, Leicester 0. And maybe that sparks this game into life now, folks. Boy, most Evertonians don't want Barkley back. He's meaty, man. I wouldn't say you need Barkley back. They suck on set pieces and that they got exploited. You know, it did take Chelsea a bit longer than us to score against them. That's Rudiger's second goal of the season. And like we said, he started brightly, he's seen a lot of the ball. That could be what adds more zeros to that contract, or Real Madrid, all these teams that are onto him. And speaking of set pieces conceded, Leicester have conceded 20, level with Palace. Leeds have 18 and Manchester United have 17. So, boy, Brendan Rodgers has work to do to improve that. Chilwell, I don't think that was a foul, but he buys the foul. Doggos. And Chelsea have got the goal. For Leicester, this is probably playing free at the back. The worst thing to do is to concede because the game plan kind of goes out the window. Probably need to look to get Maddison on, take the risk, maybe clip one of Ndidi or Samore off, or you'd probably have to sacrifice Lookman because I think they need players who are a bit brave in possession. They just keep handing it back to Chelsea. And to be fair to you, Chelsea haven't, excluding that, they've done well, but Chelsea can go up several gears. Chalobah's done, again, that sums it up. You know, Chelsea, by their own standards, are quite sloppy. Bloody hell, Reece James is a lucky man. How they've given a foul for that, I don't know. But they have. 3 at the back only works with Fofana. I mean, when you got Amati and all these guys, Amati ain't even done nothing wrong. You're never going to get solid performance. Even Soyuncu is a good player, but he's full of problems. I can't lie. How that foul was given. Reece James, dark hearts. Sees a bit of contact, gets the opportunity to act like he's been shot and does. Chilwell's having a good game. Hella flicks and tricks. Him and Hudson-Odoi have done well. Don't lose it, Hudson. Well in, Hudson. You know, obviously we support the IC3. Jorginho's looked to find N'Golo. N'Golo, it might be 2. Big save from Schmeichel. Havertz needs to pass it. You are greedy. Reece James should beat you up in the changing room at halftime. You are greedy, Havertz. It would have been 2-0. You need to get put in a headlock. Reece James shot at him. N'Golo Kante probably should have scored. It's a fantastic run. A good save from Kasper Schmeichel. No one's picked up N'Golo Kante's run. Just needs to lift it. Havertz has seen his name in lights. If he feeds Reece James, they have a better chance. The 90-odd million man has seen his name in lights, tried to do a madness, and it ain't banged. It just has not banged. And it's another corner where Chelsea are concerned. And Leicester need to fix up. Another corner, whistled across everyone. The chance hasn't died, though. It's still firmly alive. And now a foul's been given. Boy. Leicester need to wake up. It's not even that they need to wait this second, but it's just not good enough. Like, it's just something's missing. Like, I know there's injuries and Telemann's this and all of that, but like something's just missing from it. They ain't playing with that same spark again that Leicester used to have. Leicester have let themselves down from set pieces again. You know, Chilwell had a bright game so far. Again, Jorginho. Oh yeah, speaking of that, just as I'm praising Rudiger, he's lost the ball, but N'Golo's bailed him out. N'Golo has bailed him out. But again, it's only 1-0, and Chelsea have been in the passengers. I've been in passenger mode, not because they're playing poor, it's because Leicester just have handed things to them, really. You know, Chilwell's done all right. You know, several gears. I think they could look to get Hudson-Odoi in the game a bit more, you know, try and isolate him. Havertz's worst teammate ever. How do you not pass that? Bro, you have to beat him up in the changing room, man. Leicester are dead this season. This 3 at the back business needs to stop. Go back to what they were doing successfully before. Rodgers trying to sack his way to Man United. Bro. N'Golo Kante loses it. Samori. Boy, speak. Leicester just can't hold on to it. Man said Schmeichel's fed up of his teammates. Mason Mount. Chilwell. I don't know what he saw. Mount getting vexed with him as well. Don't know what he tried to do there. I can't believe it. Havertz needs to score. And he better pray that the game don't change because, boy, the right option was to pass it, especially for someone who's German, where, you know, Germans are very cold-blooded when it comes to making the right decision. They always know when to pass and when to shoot. Brother, I'd be vexed at him. If you're really Ozil, next Ozil and all these things, you got to be able to play them right passes. Leicester playing their way into trouble. All Brighton's lucky not to lose it. Vardy's palmed it off first time. They said Vardy's offside, though. And that's where that chance ends, people. Make sure we're hitting the like button. We're at 77 likes, people. Can we get to 100 before halftime? I believe in DG Nation. Don't let me down, please. Rudiger. Jorginho. Intercepted. It's here with Lookman. Lookman. He messed up. Had a chance to play Vardy. Vardy admires the effort, but he's lost it. N'Golo Kante. Oh, he's been playing some lovely passes. And he finds his teammate here. It's here with Havertz. Shy Havertz. Wasn't shy when he tried to be greedy. He finds Reece James. Reece James should say SYM to me. You want to pass it to me now? Wait, I can't really do nothing here. N'Golo Kante. Reece James. Played from James. Chalobah. To be honest, I think they could get a couple players could get involved a bit more. I think they could look to get Chalobah on the ball a bit more. Obviously, for Chalobah, he's being wary of that menace, which is Jamie Vardy, who could find himself in that left-hand channel at any given moment. I think they could look to give Callum Hudson-Odoi the ball a bit more when he's in positions where he can actually run at the fullbacks. You know, too many times he's having it in front. He's having to palm it off first time and do things like that. What's all that spamming business? Allow me, man. Get out of here. I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi was fouled, and like I said, you know, things like that. Marty doesn't believe it, and you know, Chelsea have the quality to slap this in. This is what I'm talking about. Just as I said, this positions where Callum can run at, man, commit, man. I make that foul every Sunday that Marty makes. You know, the ball's there to be won. To be fair, you know, he might actually got the ball there. I think this is getting slapped in. I can't cap. I think this is going. Where is Maddison? He's holding bench, broski. Holding the bench. I think this is going top bins. I'll be real with you. Shit. It's close. Reece James, take it. Chilwell, take it. Chilwell. FPL points, man. I think this is in, you know. Michael, you can organize that wall. You're going to need to organize that wall. I think it's a myth. I think they're scoring for me, you know. Free kick to Chelsea in a dangerous area, the edge of the area. Mason Mount fancies it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Mount, allow me, man. He made me build that up. Dead. Sorry, people. You lot get your money back, man, because I sold you lot a dream with that movie. What comes up must always come down, but for it to actually mean something, it's got to come down in the net. And boy, it's probably ended up at Leicester train station. Casper Schmeichel. I thought that was a foul on Leicester there. Johnny Evans. Oi! Cute little turn from him, and he finds Albrighton. Albrighton, you need to get with it. You're not serious today, man. Lost the ball. Pardon me. Gets dealt with by Mount. Mount does well. It's getting very scrappy where Leicester are concerned. Just about surviving. Pardon me. Rudiger, Jorginho, and Havertz, all three could have scored. Mount's media can't. That's deep. Harsh on Mason Mount. He's decent, man. Harvey Barnes. Ain't seen much of him, eh? They need to get him isolated 1v1. Cassange. Indeed. Buy a raffle ticket. Bang it. Square pass. Amati. It's the thing. They ain't got people. Samora is tired, man. Soyuncu's got more on-the-ball ability than a couple of the midfielders. And he's forced backwards. You need Maddis. You need Telemans, but he's not fit. I think they need to get Maddis on, man. I don't even think it's why. I don't know who you take off, because I can see why everyone's on, but they need people who want the ball. I don't know how Barnes hasn't been given a free kick, but he hasn't. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Oh, dark arts. Chilwell's fouled off the ball there. Dark arts. No one's seen it, and that's probably killed Chelsea's move. I mean, Chelsea are stinking up the place. I don't know what Callum Hudson-Odoi and Mount are doing. Too comfortable. Far too comfortable. Leicester relegated this season like in your FM stream. I'm not sure that will be the case. Man said next year, Maddison to Arsenal for 40 mil. I hear it. Vardy, what can he do? Vardy. Reinforcements are required. Chelsea forcing backwards. He finds Albrighton. That's a good ball. And it's 1-1. Is the offside flag going to be raised? Lookman, the offside flag has been raised. I think he might be offside. Obviously, VAR is going to get involved in this. He wanted the ball 10 years before. That should serve as a reminder for Chelsea. This is far from done. Yeah, he's offside. He wanted it just a few before. Chelsea live to fight another day, but that's a warning sign. It's only 1-0. Chelsea can be got at if you believe in yourself, but Leicester, just not got out of first gear, still sleeping. And, Chelsea are the ones that had to travel. That's a bit of a bookie pass by Mendy to his centre-half, Thiago Silva, but he'll make it look all right. It's found, Chelsea again, everyone's trying to do flicks. Mount's lost it. Havertz has lost it. Jorginho, think this lucky stars has got it. Jorginho. N'Golo Kante, heavy touch, but he still got it. Ooh, N'Golo, that was overhit, but I think Havertz will just about keep that on. He'll be smart enough to kick it out for a throw-in. Gutted, unlucky. Odegaard and Maddison been holding bench recently. Alva was the real winner. I hear it. I mean, at least we've seen a goal. free kick to Chelsea here, folks. Free kick to Chelsea. 20 minutes left of this half. First 25 minutes. Leicester have shown they can get forward, but I'm over flattering them. They just haven't woke up. Kante looks rusty on the ball. It's just not his skill set, man. I know you're a professional footballer, but it's just not his skill set. He's probably been better on the ball than the more people he should. That's a good ball in. It meets the head of a Leicester man. Leicester still can't clear their lines. And it's here with Reece James. Finds the experienced Thiago Silva. Silva finds technically his fellow Brazilian in Jorginho, who plays for Italy now. Kante. Mount. Kante. N'Golo. What can he do? Plays it sideways. Chalobah. Silva. Nah, it's like from Leicester's perspective, it's like this 5-4-1 thing. It's not banging, man. No love lost for Chilwell with some of his ex-teammates. They're just clamping him up. So throw into Chelsea. Forced to go backwards. Finds Rudiger. Patient play there. They're there for the taking. Chelsea seem tired. He's always been rusty. That's deep. It's not him, man. Reece James almost put Jorginho under pressure there. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. And also on that, make sure you're all here at 4:20 today. It's Liverpool, Arsenal. N'Golo Kante in possession. Pass it, N'Golo. Aye, N'Golo. Rusty, man said he's rusty. N'Golo Kante. Mud, showing Mount and all them guys how to do this thing. What a finish from Kante. They're inviting him. Man are in disbelief. N'Golo Kante, look at the smile. N'Golo. Reece James inspired. Reece James sends someone a dream, technically gets the assist. N'Golo Kante going forward and forward and forward, bangs it with his left, probably takes a little deflection on its way in, but who cares? That's Kante's goal. N'Golo. They said you were rusty, fella. They said you were rusty. N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante. Thomas Tuchel can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Look, his teammates can't believe it. You know what, Chelsea? I wonder if Chelsea are on balance. Is there a goal bonus in Kante's contract? I suppose if Chelsea win, it doesn't really affect Arsenal negatively in terms of the league. Let's peak for Leicester, man. The next goal is crucial. You know, you got to be, if you're in the Leicester team, you got to be one of them, man. It's 0-0. Leicester have conceded 20 goals this season. Same as Villa, only Norwich and Newcastle with 26 and 24 respectively. I was worse. Chilwell, Albrighton doesn't bang. I mean, at 2-0 down, you probably need to change the three at the back system now. I'd rather lose 3-1 than 2-0, and it can get ugly. Leicester are fighting, though. It's just there's a lack of quality. A really, really big lack of quality on the ball. Off the ball as well for those 2 goals. You know, the second one, you're just inviting Kante. Even Kante's not notoriously known for goals, but you make, you know, it's like having a shop. You've shown a product. He said, I'll buy it. You were tempting him to buy a lottery ticket. He bought one and he won the lottery. You know, Kante probably a handful of times, many times he's done that. For the first goal, extremely terrible from the set piece. 2 cheap goals. Boy, Leicester firmly look in the mud right now. Kante doing his best Salah interpretation. N'Golo Kante. That might be more goals from outside the area than Lukaku slightly. Slightly Lacazette as well, very slightly. In fact, no, he done the Spurs thing. He's cool. I mean, I know Mount can run in behind for days, but his teammates are asking too much of him. And even someone like Johnny Evans and Soyuncu will be able to pattern that up. Johnny Evans reads the game well. Soyuncu looked like he was going to cover it. Soyuncu wanted 1,000,000 years in possession and he's dispossessed. 85 likes, people. Was so close to 100. Yeah, come on. Who's that spammer? Leicester are terrible. They look it. They're moving like it's peak for them right now. Probably going to hold a foot. Oh, my. Casper Schmeichel. He's lucky. Callum Hudson-Odoi's touch is terrible. Oh my days. Leicester need to wake up now. Casper Schmeichel almost played an underhit pass. Hudson-Odoi, that first touch was horrible. I don't know which was worse, really. Hudson-Odoi's first touch or that. Leicester need to wake up now. You know, they're looking shaky. Not woken up. And it must be annoying as a manager, you know, because clearly you don't want this to be the case, this to happen. You know, you don't plan for this all week. And then you find yourself 2 goals down. Another set piece, to Chelsea. What a finish from Kante. Let's see what Chelsea can do. Next goal, as I've said, is crucial, bro. And girls out there, if any of you are female and watching, I'd rather lose 3-1 than 2-0. And again, Chilwell's played it short. What's going to happen here? Reece James, what's going to happen? That was tired. Meaty. He couldn't even get into the box. It will be a Chelsea throw-in. Imagine if Rodgers gets sacked. Leicester don't want to win the game. Still on international break vibes. I'm good, T. I appreciate that. Rodgers has only 3 good seasons in him. Harsh. Very harsh. To be fair, but I hear that. 88 likes, people. Hit the like button if you haven't. We should at least have 100. That's all it is. Reece James. Mendy, bit of a bookie pass. Rudiger, one in a million years. I don't think that's a foul. Good snapping at the heels by Lookman. I can't lie. Leicester have starved their attackers. It's not woken up. Like, you know, you're playing the team who's top of the league. You can't afford to do a couple of the things that Leicester have done. Like, you can't. You know, even the keeper. You know, to be fair, Casper Schmeichel's been more on it than a number of them Leicester players. It's been too easy for Chelsea. You know, the best thing Leicester have done is that offside goal. Jamie Vardy ain't done nothing. Amati tries to find Lookman, doesn't find Lookman. This could get silly by the sound of things. It's how much the Chelsea want it, Carl. Chelsea aren't playing ferocious and all of that. Like, Chelsea know they've done it. They're just doing the minimum they need to do to walk away with the 3 points, probably starting to plan towards what's going on in the Champions League. Obviously, Tuchel's going to want to remain professional and score more goals and kill the team and whatnot. But, boy, Leicester need to get with it. And now they're doing the moaning at the ref thing. I can't lie. The ref has given Chelsea a number of cheap fouls. That's another one. Reece James and now Chilwell. And Vardy's being spoken to because he's gone mad. Hey, Vardy, chill, man. This guy looks like a Jake, man. All right, mate. You're getting nicked. This Leicester pivot has less passing ability than McFred. It does. When have you seen them Leicester pivots pass the ball? Leicester getting vexed. Vardy getting vexed. To be fair, 1 goal changes things. But Chelsea are probably one of the worst teams to want to have to manage the game against. Rodgers is killing them off with this formation. I don't get the thinking behind it. Amati starting every week. Maddison on the bench. I don't understand. Boy, you find out, let me know, man. Casper Schmeichel needs to think about where that ball's going to now. Put it long. It's probably going to fall into a yellow shirt, and Reece James will make sure that's the case. Harvey Barnes looking to snitch. Reece James didn't foul you. Doggos. Ref looking at PC Willis. Just, man. Snitching. Right, all right, mate. No. Smells of cannabis. It's exactly what the ref looks like. Reece James with the throw-in. N'Golo Kante scored against his former club. Scored a banger against his former club. N'Golo. You don't wear number 7 for no reason. What, Leicester fans busting out? Hey, if anyone's watching on BT, are they saying Leicester fans are busting out? You might get sacked still. If that is, or they just 10 minutes before half time. Maybe just think, fuck it, we're losing 2-0. Might as well get the bovvies in. Ooh. Ooh, cute play by Soyuncu and Leicester. The best bit of play and Cassandra as well. It's just not worked out, and it's back here with Chelsea. I spoke too soon because I definitely spoke too soon because it's getting a bit scrappy again. Leicester just need to find some quality. Rudiger going mad at people, and he's right to go mad because people are acting like they're winning 1-0. I mean 3-0. It's only one. If Rodgers gets sacked, who will take the Leicester job? I don't know, but you gotta remember this man who's won the FA Cup, got them into Europe. Like, I think people gotta keep. I know you never bought time in it, and life is harsh. You know, Chelsea are top of the table, but such is life. You know, Tuchel could win the Premier League in addition with the Champions League and still get sacked if things turn out. How many times have we seen that? It's a results-driven business, and you don't have time to rely on sentiment, really. But again, who would Leicester get is the big question. Mendy's gone long. Fouled there. It's getting a bit scrappy. Harvey Barnes, never a foul. This ref's giving some soft fouls. That's not even a foul. I think Kante's been hard done by there. Maddison and Daka for the second period to bring some life in this Leicester team. Bro, probably let's go for it at the back, man. Gamble. As I said, I'd rather lose 3-1 than 2-0 at least. You know, because what are Chelsea going to have to do some analysis stuff about? On Monday morning, what are they going to talk about in relation to this Chelsea, in relation to this Leicester game? Leicester posed no threat. There's had an offside goal. That's been about it. Set piece to Leicester here. It's delivered into the box. Tried to go to the far post. Havertz is headed clear. Hudson-Odoi wins it back, and it's him on his ones. What can Callum do? It's Callum on his ones. There's like bare shirts. Oh, he's doppy, bare man. That's good play from Callum. He's been fouled. Havertz is going to kill it. Shy Havertz has killed it. Yeah, it's dead now. It's dead now. Chilwell. Kante's trying to take out his old man. That was tired, man. That was all tired. Good run from Callum Hudson-Odoi. Good bit of composure. But again, it was one man against like 5. And I do think there should be a yellow card due because it was a bit of a nasty tackle off the ball. A bit of to stop Callum. We got Kalas there. How's that not a yellow? The man never got nowhere near the ball. Well, you have to change for me. You got to go to a 4-man. You got to get Maddison on as well because Maddison will want the ball. A couple Leicester players are hiding. Kante is a dodgy character, boy. Some of them passes were bugged with his right foot and he slapped in that with his left. Football doesn't make no sense at times. To be fair, Marty's probably been one of Leicester's best players, really. Look at Rudiger's goal. He's just creeped in off the near post. Like, none of you wanted it. Tired. And then N'Golo's, what a finish. N'Golo Kante, sit down, Kasper Schmeichel. Boy, I'm starting to think Arsenal winning there is not that big of a result. First real test today. I mean, that's the Arsenal tax, innit? Who knows? Because playing Brighton's not easy no more. Playing Brentford's not easy no more. Long ball forward by Leicester. I mean, you're going to try anything else. Chelsea have clocked that, and they've got players who are happy to deal with that. See, Chelsea, what makes Chelsea uncomfortable is that sort of stuff, that relentless pressing. Chilwell couldn't get out there. That long ball stuff, Chelsea will deal with that. You know, you got physical centre-halves. You've got good ball-playing centre-halves. You sit off them, they're going to love it. Chilwell getting told by Rudiger, so it go long. I mean, Havertz moving like a Tinkerbell. They didn't even try to challenge for it. Rudiger wins it. Kante loses it. Barnes, don't know what he tried to do there, but Thiago Silva got rid. I mean, Mount and Havertz are stinking up the place, man. Leicester have been given a foul. As I said, I think the referee's starting to give a lot of fouls that are not really fouls, if I'm completely real with you lot, people. 95 likes, people. 5 more and we've hit our task of 100 before half-time. And let's obviously try to keep pressing beyond that. DG, what's your score prediction for the Liverpool game? With the heart, 2-1 Arsenal. With the brain, 3-4-1 Liverpool. Lookman puts it in. Ooh. Johnny Evans has tried to keep it alive. He's actually done well. The ball's still on, really. I think the ref's chatting nonsense, and it's now gone for a goal kick. Thought he kept that on there, but ref says he hasn't. Don't forget to set your reminders for Liverpool versus Arsenal after this, people. It's over now. Not over to the fat lady sings. But, yeah, man. Imagine someone's in my comments of my Liverpool Arsenal stream saying link your Leicester Chelsea one, bro. Rather than just go on the YouTube channel. What a guy, man. Thiago Silva in possession, folks. Chilwell. I mean, I can't lie. I don't know what Chilwell's done to his ex-teammates, but they're just kicking him up. How Albrighton and these guys have not got yellow cards, I don't know. $99 likes. Shout out to you for becoming a member, appreciative of that. Shout out all the members as well. 3 minutes until, apologies, folks, half time. DJ, I clicked on Leicester to win on your poll. I didn't know they were 2-0 down already. Rodgers must go after this match. Bit harsh. Mason Mount, what can he do? Havertz now. Just go backwards. I mean, Chelsea aren't going to take too many risks just before half time. Chalobah, that's good play from him. Does well to find his goalie. Mendy puts his foot through it. Leicester trying to now make it uncomfortable. 100 likes, people. God bless everyone who's hit that like button. Appreciative of you lot. I'm thankful for that. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. Throwing on this left-hand side for Leicester. Marty. And Marty vexed at Ndidi. Marty calling for it. Thought the throw was actually going to go to him. It doesn't, though. And it's now back here with Chelsea. And Thiago Silva puts his foot through it. How far does it get? Oh, that's dark arts there by Johnny Evans. And he gets caught for it. That's surely a yellow card. Dark arts. He's seen the run. He's pulled Havertz down so he can't make a second run. Man said, looks like you got up early this morning. Get the kettle on, bro. He read my mind. Pause. Half time, we're getting a coffee, mate. Don't you worry. And it did, man. 5:30. And the game started to mellow out. The game was exciting at the start. Probably become a bit flat now. Leicester have offered little to no threat. Havertz. 4 Chelsea up against 3 Leicester players. Havertz passed the ball, man. Fuck, so this guy's shit, man. For someone that costs all that money. Pardon my French. This guy's shit, man. I'm not even a Chelsea fan, but pass the ball, man. What happened to this youth, man? Fuck's sake. It's a good ball by Mendy. You doing all the hard work. Skin Johnny Evans, bro. Pass the ball. Like, what are you doing? You're not Kante. You can't do that. You ain't got the juice. You're trying to line it up. But it's not even a foul as well. Man wanted a million years. I can't. But he's got the man just before he's got the ball, to be fair. Fucking hell, Havertz is shit, man. He's not shit, but he's just so... I just hate watching players like that, man. This guy's so unappealing. And I think he's wavy as well. This is the worst thing. I actually like Havertz, but that stuff is frustrating, man. How much years did you want there? That sort of footballing IQ, that's terrible, man. You got to pass that ball, man. And Chelsea might be able to do a quick madness here and make it 3-0. We're into the added on time, people. I wouldn't want to be in goal standing over a potential set piece coming from Reece James, Mason Mount, or Chilwell. I can't lie, I say Reece James take this one, or Chilwell. Mount, you had your chance. Your thing was dead. Chilwell, if your levels, you can slap that. Reece James, that was tired. Chalobah, follow-up effort, tired. Chilwell gets the third option, surely. Tired from Reece James now. And what can Leicester do? Can they get a goal before half-time? Not if you don't get out your own half. Chelsea won't let them. Bro, indeed, he's chasing his first touch. Soyuncu has saved him. Good play by Cassange, but again, they need some more techie ballers there, man. Now look at Telemans and the Monclizzy watching the game. All Brighton. Rudiger. Couple nonchalant things Chelsea have been doing. Rudiger's moving mad there. I don't know what he was doing there. Certain man, I'm even drunk, but him, Jorginho, they're starting to ramp. Refuses to pass to James. Bicycle kicks in Golo's head. Refuses to pass on the counter. Absolute madness. It's just that, again, like, if anything, German efficiency, pass the ball, like, do the right thing. This guy's not trying to pass today. Like, when did he last score? Is he that desperate? Surely he ain't on a goal drought. And surely the ref that should bring an end to the first half. Surely ref that should be done more. You're going to let Chelsea have one more counter? Good strength from James. That brings an end to the first half, people. You're not seeing things. It's Leicester 0, Chelsea 2. They deserve their lead. Goals courtesy of two unlikely sources, really and truly. N'Golo Kante with the second, a fantastic goal, you know, invited in invited into the space, puts it on his left foot and puts it in, you know. It's a very good goal. First goal is obviously Leicester have gone to sleep at a set piece and Tony Rudiger has scored. You know, Chelsea found themselves 2-0 up within the first 28 minutes of the game. I wouldn't say Chelsea have played at their maximum, but they deserve their lead. They've been good in possession. They've managed the game well. They have broken numbers. You know, you want to probably see a lot more where Havertz is concerned. You want to see the Chelsea players probably be a bit more crisper and sharper because they have given it away cheaply. But other than that, near perfect performance, really. Apart from the offside goal from Lookman, which was a mile offside, Leicester haven't done nothing. Oh, they're on to Chilwell, man. He's getting fouled. He's getting everything. Mad space between mid. And obviously, from a Leicester perspective, it's dead. Like, it's crazy dead. Like, the midfield don't want it. Your players look like they're getting scared. There's no out ball. Players are limited. The system's not working. Probably need to change from. You got to go for it in the second half. Go for a 4. The fans will get. The fans clearly look frustrated. They will get behind something. All it takes is them to clamp someone. A half chance from Jamie Vardy. The 12th man look to do their job. If you get a goal within that first 10 minutes, I'm not saying Chelsea are going to bottle it because they can't. You know, Chelsea know how to do this thing. But you give yourself a good opportunity. Morning, DG. How you doing? I'm good, my guy. Like, I hope you and everyone else is locked in. You know, it's been an interesting game. And like I said, people, appreciative to everyone who's hit the like button. But on that, please make sure you set your reminders. Check out the pin message because it's Liverpool versus Arsenal after this. And make sure you're checking out the preview with James Redmond, the one with Mo. Or actually, my preview. Just check something in. And as usual, I appreciate everybody who's locked in and everybody who's been supporting, or just found out about me today, mate. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you know, so far so good from a Chelsea perspective. As I've said, you know, if you just heard me talk in the last 30 seconds, you've seen it all. Really. I don't remember seeing Ndidi or Samore on the ball. I mean, man used to gas up this Samore, brother. Arsenal need to get him. Oh, my God, if Arsenal don't sign him, we're missing out. Looking rubbed, man. Don't a right man off after 6 months, but he's looking rubbed. Leicester missing Telemans. Their midfield has been outclassed. And there's no bravery, man. You need to get Maddison on it. At least he'll try to slap it, top bins and do stuff. And that'll put, you know, can you really be surprised? You tried to do this getting the fullbacks forward thing. Kasper Schmeichel's been a mess. Very limited, you know, Soyuncu can pass the ball and so can Evans, but there's only so many times that's going to be on. You know, the fullbacks aren't really in the game going forward, and you ain't got the best of personnel. Lookman's half in, half out. Can you really be surprised that Jamie Vardy, what's Jamie Vardy done? You wouldn't know he's playing. cheap goals. Really and truly. It's a mess. Hope Arsenal don't take note. Liverpool, if you want to play like this, how Leicester are playing though, make sure you do that. Second half, Leicester came at Arsenal. Let's hope they come out fighting. True, but the fight might be done. No point calling the man the older brother if you got into a fight at a club, innit? You got to activate there and then because the culprit's gone, bro. You're going to hold your L. Might be all murder she wrote already, man. Bro, people. Something to talk about later, but apparently, where the Bremen head coach steps down amid investigation into alleged use of forged COVID-19 vaccination document. Right, he's hollering them Snapchat fraudsters and that. He's moving breezy. Shout him. Seen that on Sky Sports. Let me shout you. Let's check before I go and get coffee. Let's actually check that the second half thing is working. Yeah. Hit the like button if you haven't already, people. Like Nightbot I said, to stay up to date with DG and when he goes live, make sure you're following me on Twitch. Well, Twitch, but I meant to say Twitter. Boy, let me know your opinions of the game, what you think the second half is going to install, people. But let me go and grab some coffee in the car. This game, we need to wake up, man. Johnny, shout out to you, man. Leicester should play Patson Daka. Yeah, man, they need to get some of these sort of players on. Like, they need to Maddison and Daka. But the thing is, I don't think you should really take off Lookman yet. But he's probably going to be a casualty. You take off one of the centre halves. Probably not that Amarty's played terrible, but you probably take off. You probably take off Amarty. I said I'm going to get coffee, but still, you probably take off Amarty. And probably take off. The easiest way to do it is probably Amarty and Lookman quickly. You know, you take off Amarty, you get Maddison in there. You can get your Daka in via that. Even though I think maybe you get more change if you play Lookman closer to Vardy. I think Lookman could do a thing. So I think you get Maddison on first and foremost. You give it 10 minutes and then you introduce Patson Daka. Past that, I don't know what they do. Where's Kelechi and them things there? You know, Kelechi's on the bench, bro. Patson Daka, Maddison, Kelechi might as well. You score one goal within that first 10 minutes, it makes things crazy. But I'm going to be back in a sec. And also, I mean, this, you know, you can see the form of both teams in the left and right hand side. You know, I would say Leicester look like a team whose form coming into this is inconsistent, and Chelsea look like a team that's been winning. So yeah, be back in a sec, folks. Hey, 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 hey. I'm back again, folks. Sorry. Okay, very nice. Trying to pop this. Sorry, folks. I'm here. Just want to see that it confirm that this is actually. Yeah. Can't. I'm still here, folks. Done now. To everybody that's locked in. Just got new boots, mate. Just want to see that they actually, everything's push patterned and it's cushy and. It's one of them tight ones. I have to do that later. Still, but I'm back now, folks. Big up everybody that's locked in. Do that one later. Leicester should play Patson Daka. I mean, Patson Daka, Madison, Kelechi. Who they got on the bench in terms of foot? I mean, they got Perez there. Could they have even? Well, I don't think Luke Thomas is there. I want at least Leicester to score in the second half. Boy, I don't know for none of that. They keep playing the way they're playing. Chase. Woof. Burnt my lips, people. Woof. Lord God. I had to soldier that because I'm live. I might have cried if I wasn't. Serves me right. Jesus Christ. That burnt my tongue, man. Got some sensitive lips. Pause. For the galley out there, you know the thing. I don't do certain things. But yeah, keeping it PG. What are we saying? Again, we are missing. Well, I say we for 90 minutes. We are missing Telemans in this game. Missing a lot, but still, it's always the one that isn't involved. That's the Messiah, but still, there's a base level of performance, To put Telemans in the team, yeah, there might have been a bit more on the ball, but would they have enough to say they wouldn't be 2-0 down? I don't think so because they've gone to sleep numerous times. Chelsea was sluggish in the first half with the ball by their own standards, but Leicester were playing some dangerous passes. They're getting caught in possession. They're overplaying. They're trying to dribble when you can't. Kasper Schmeichel's distribution hasn't been the best, and he almost assisted Callum Hudson-Odoi's first touch was equally in that moment as horrible as his. So it's one of them, man. New boots, another 30-yard screamer. By God's grace, man. I'm trying. We have to wait the next 10 years. I need new boots, man. Obviously, sponsors out there. If you want a line, man, give me some as well. Obviously, need some black boots and that. Probably need to buy some studs as well because it's Black Friday. But my boots started talking, the old ones. I don't even know, man. I'll be real. I just wanted to find some cheap ones that were real. And I found some in it. It's like some black and man said red and white joints with some black thing. For some reason, I was getting paranoid. I thought I bought a child size, but it looks calm. So yeah, big thing. Hope everyone's doing well and safe and enjoying their weekend. As I said, it's Chelsea 2, Leicester 0. Chelsea good for their lead. And if you're Thomas Tuchel, you're probably banging on the drum, kill the game. Leicester get another goal. They could get a goal, not another one. They could be into it. Chelsea get another one. That's all she sung. People start leaving the ground and stuff. There's still optimism. If Leicester score within the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes, fans start believing and you might grab a point and it looks heroic in that. And again, for Chelsea, Liverpool might drop points against Arsenal. Probably not, but that's a a top game. Manchester City playing Everton. Them sort of games Sundays, Super Sunday could be dodgy. You win that, you do your job. Like Liverpool have dropped points in the past couple of weeks. I mean, Chelsea have dropped points in Liverpool. You're looking for other people to, as we approach the new year. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Come on, Nightbot, you know the thing. And on top of that, as I keep saying, I'm never going to stop being shameless in promotion. If you don't promote, who will? It's Watchalong business straight after. Well, I say straight after. I'm somewhat lying, but 4:20, hour and 10 minutes before the game. They are, and you can check out some of the youth content as well. People just dropped that one. 32k views on that stream. You love the Arsenal lives, innit? Anyways, yeah, shout out that. So yeah, go and do up that one, man. But yeah, away from that, please, where can it be live? He's Goal, Red Edit stream, soccer streams is where I would go if I needed it on a stream. Someone help out my man if you can as well. Still can't believe Havertz hasn't passed the ball like in them aspects. Havertz was ramping. Is what it is, though. As usual, one love to everybody that's currently locked in, people. Sorry, put my phone on charge. It's gonna die, and we're gonna need that. Because how the hell am I gonna promote? Come on, when second half kicking off, mate. When second half kicking off. Chrissy, shout out to you, whatever you said. I actually backed Chelsea to win the Premier League this season. Knew they'd be beating Leicester, who are a decent side. You know, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, if they don't win it, each to their own. If they don't win it, if they've got themselves to blame. Chelsea have the team to do it. They've got the gaffer to do it. It's just, you know, they've got the mentality. You know, they weren't at the races against Brentford. They got the job done. You know, if they get the job done today, what can people tell them? What happened to Havertz? Just decision-making has been trash. And as I said, Brendan Rodgers, therefore watching this video. Maddison looks like he'll be entering the fray. Number 10. Madders. You know, try to be like Smith Rowe in this game, get into the England squad and all them things there. Barnes off, right? All right, fair play. He's looked to get maybe Maddison in off the left in that way. Or has he gone Kelechi for Barnes? And then they'll go 2 up front, and then you keep Lookman in. Maybe Lookman fills in where Barnes is. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see. Well, Lookman and Barnes are off, so that tells you we're getting a cam in, and we're getting a 2 striker. We're going 2 up front. So kind of what we thought we'd see. We're bringing on Patson Daka, and that's last chance saloon bringing on Daka. It seems. Let's see that this time thing is working. Raw, Thomas Tuchel, you did it for the cam. You just had half time. He's pulled Chilwell across. Chilwell spends the whole game being managed by Tuchel and Rudiger. Second half has kicked off, folks. It's 2-0. Hit the like button if you haven't. Here's what it is. So, Yonchi. See what Leicester can do now. Still remains a back 3. Good turn, really, by Cassage. Lost it, though. Jorginho's lost it, and Leicester can go on it. A bit more of a spring in Leicester's step. Like you lot said in relation to the Arsenal game, there's a bit more of a spring. It looked like Maddison played it to Vardy, who was offside, but instantly Maddison's given more joy to Jamie Vardy. Look, passed it. Fundamentally, Leicester are passing the ball, and they've got people who want it. Haven't seen what Chelsea, are about defensively at all today. And you're laughing, you know. Again, realistically, if you're in a Chelsea defense and you hear you're playing against Barnes, you're playing against potentially Kelechi, Maddison, Vardy, you're prepared for a long day. You're making it easy. Them Chelsea kits probably don't even need to go in the wash. They're probably the best kits to hand to the away fans. There's no mud on them. Apart from Rudiger's, because he's obviously had to, you know, fight with man to win the header to score. Long ball forward by Leicester. I mean, Chelsea expected some sort of fight back. Realistically, this is the Premier League. They're 2-0 down. The manager's going to remind them of that. Fans are going mad. There's going to be a spring in their step. Maybe even a period where Chelsea, which didn't happen in the second half, are pending their own half. But unless Leicester can score, the game's done. Strong tackle by Rudiger. And another one. I mean, again, the ref's just been moving mad with a lot of these fouls. I can't lie. I don't understand why Brenda didn't start with this. Probably thinking too much about Chelsea. But I would say you can never win, because if he started with this and they lost, they were 2-0 down, they'd say he's being naive. Kind of like Mikel Arteta today. If he goes with a back 3 today, he's scared. If he goes, this is all subject to win if he wins. If he goes with a back with the normal 4-4-2, he's naive. So it's a game you can't really win. I think Chelsea are fully prepared for this little fight back thing that's going to happen. Yeah, Rodgers is probably getting sacked in a couple games if they don't win. Harsh. But boy, such is the belly of the beast of the game. And to be fair, United fans probably laughing. If he gets sacked, gets his little compensation package. You know, the only thing is he probably would have to, I don't know if he'd have to wait to the end of the season to take the United job. You know, these sometimes I would imagine someone as highly sought after as Rodgers. I would personally, if I was Leicester, I'd do them little things in the contract where you got to wait a little 6 or 12 months before you like what Conte had before you can take another Premier League club. I don't know if Leicester have done that, but that's what I would be doing. Obviously, if he becomes available, it looks like Ollie's gone. You're hearing Ollie's had crisis talks. Ronaldo's once you lose Ronaldo, you've lost your United job's gone, in it. Like Ronaldo's not signing and United are not giving the peas. If Ronaldo's not happy, it's a myth beyond everyone else. You know, it is what it is. Be a shame. 2 weekends stress-free. Now back to Arsenal making or breaking the weekend. Boy, been on a 10-game unbeaten run. If we lose, it's not the end of the world, but I hear you. Rudiger's a menace. I love it. Would love to have a player like Rudiger. Could you imagine Rudiger and Gabriel together? No disrespect to Ben White, but two nasty bastards, pardon my language. Rattle, man. Be mad. Havertz, well, pardon me, Leicester the other. Speaking of Arteta, I'm mad excited for the Arsenal game later. Hopefully my optimism is rewarded. But hopefully, bro. I'm excited to see, but if we lose, it is what it is. I'll be more annoyed with how we lose if we are to lose. For me, obviously, I'm not going to cap and say performance over the result. I'll take a bummy 1-0, pause. But it's about performance, man, today more than ever. Almost knocked over the coffee there. Could have been an L. N'Golo Kante, Mount, Chalobah, Silva, Kante. Seems like normality's been restored, really. A little fight back from Leicester, and now Chelsea are back into having possession. Comfortable as you like. It's here with Reece James. Looks to go forward, takes on Soyuncu, barges him, move out the way. What a fullback. So much strength from him. I mean, and, you know, Chilwell's just ruined it. Aye. Very slyly, two-man in Reece James and Chilwell got ripped there by Albrighton. Very slyly. Chilwell just ruined some hard work from Reece James. Lovely power and strength and whatnot from James. This guy's serious, man. Reminded, man, he can do this inverted fullback thing because he can play centre mid, he can play centre half, he can play as a fullback, which is him. What a player Reece James is, man. And how much money has that saved Chelsea? That's what, 50+ million. It's like Trent at Liverpool. You know, if they came through respectfully like at Brighton or Leicester, bro, how much are you paying to take them off them clubs? Mount, one of the million years on the ball, dispossessed. Fortunately for him, his more experienced teammate in Kante read it. Kante into Havertz. Havertz has done well there to hold off Soyuncu. First bit of good play today from Havertz, really. Reece James. As usual, one love to everybody tuned in. Hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. Better than that, I hope everyone's in good spirits as well. Everyone's got their health and all of those sort of things, people. Can't take that for granted. N'Golo Kante to Mason Mount. Reece James. Kai or Shai. Reece James. Jorginho. Lovely. I just got so much admiration for midfielders that fully understand where they are in the game. Like, so aware of his surroundings. Basic things any good centre mid needs to have, but, you know, I would like a bit more technical sort of midfielders at Arsenal, so I find myself in awe of them. Chelsea creeping into old habits, losing the ball cheaply. I don't know what sort of pass that Leicester tried to play for Jamie Vardy, but he's not a spring chicken. He ain't got that much pace anymore. Chalobah. Even him, how much? Just by not everyone's gonna do the Reece James and the Mount and that certain man are gonna be squad players. How much? Respectfully to Chalobah, you know, there's talk of Conde and that, but how much has he saved them? Would have loved to have seen Tomori there, but you know, not everyone's not every academy player at Chelsea is gonna break the grade. You're gonna have the Lampteys and the other people you have to leave and whatnot. Don't forget to like and subscribe, not only to this channel, but also the video, and also for the next watch along to come after this. Amarty's headed it back to Johnny Evans. I wonder what kit Arsenal are wearing. Are we wearing the yellow one, or are we wearing the third kit today? Third kit will make me shook, but I hope it's the yellow one. Rudiger, one of the million years. You know, Chelsea are starting to get complacent. I can't blame them because they're not being asked anything. Callum Hudson-Odoi needs some composure. Composure, nope, it's dead now. Oh, big save from Kasper Schmeichel. It felt like the move died. And I don't mind Chilwell scoring because the FPL. Yeah, Tomori's good, but it's more circumstantial. You know, Tomori couldn't get a look in. I swear it was under Lampard. You know, if it was under Tuchel, he might have got a chance to, you know, he kept it moving. Chalobah, again, if they sign Jules Okonde, who knows what happens. But, you know, there was an opportunity for Chalobah because of this back three thing, and he's taking it. No one knows. Maybe Tuchel will wake up one day and say, I'm playing with a 4, so things change, or a new manager might come in. But he made a role for it. He signed himself. He's had a good couple loan spells. You know, one way found himself in France playing in midfield. Chalobah's a good player. He'd be a Premier League player somewhere. You know, he saved them peas. I do think, do you know what? Unpopular opinion, I think Chalobah might be better on the ball than Tomori, but Tomori's a better defender. I think people gas Tomori a lot. I think he's a quality defender, but I think he's gassed a lot. Like, he gas him. Like, people look at me, gas him. Like, he's good. But again, that's what the academy is going to do, innit? Like, if it can't make you players for the first team, make you top up. And the way Chelsea prepare their players from the academies, there's no coincidence these guys go on loans and they're physically better than a lot of other teams to cope with it. And they have a better case study. Of course, there's players that do better elsewhere, you know, and whatnot. But look at what they're doing, you know. If Conor Gallagher doesn't make it at that club, before he's been given an opportunity really in that first team, he's an England international now. Fair enough, I'm gassing it against San Marino. Speaking of nonsense, Callum Hudson-Odoi could have scored his cheap mistakes from Leicester, but how much is he making him? I'd say conservatively 50 million. English tax, you don't know, you know, because he didn't make no noise at West Brom, but he had a loan spell there. He did very well at Swansea in the Championship, if I remember, and he's doing his thing for Palace now. Mount was at Vitesse and Derby and all these things. Tammy Abraham, who was sold, he had a testing spell at Swansea, done bits at Villa, did his thing at Bristol. You know, Lamptey made decent wage. You know, Livramento made it up, considering he hasn't played first team football for them. 5 million and a sell-on clause and a buyback is calm. Kante's done very well. You know, Havertz finally passes it to Callum. Callum is starting to move mad. 60 degrees below freezing in New York right now, DG. Not liking it. Hope it's warmer where everyone else is in DG Nation. Shout out to you, C. Bloody hell. It's cold around here in the UK, but it ain't that cold. That's mad. Hope you're wrapped up warm, my guy. Leicester don't seem to have any desire to support the ball coming out of the back. Actually, they don't seem to have any desire to much of anything. Chelsea are dominant, to be fair. Can't add anything else to that. You wrapped it up, see, perfectly. Chelsea won't concede 2 goals. Leicester fans calling for Rodgers' head at halftime on their Insta. Fair play. Ball in by Chelsea. Kasper punches. N'Golo Kante. Kante's been doing his best Pirlo impression today. Bloody hell, I thought he received a tough tackle there from Maddison. Fair one. I've tuned in to support Leicester. Shout out to you, man. Regardless if you're here to support Chelsea, Leicester, or just enjoy good football, I appreciate everyone who's given up their time or some period of their time today on this weekend to watch football, talk football, react with football with me. Appreciative. Shout out to you lot, man. You lot make the channel. If you lot were stupid, respectfully, there'd be no point being here. But you lot, we always differ. We always differ, but we never bicker. You know, there's always interesting talking points. There's always interesting opinions. I appreciate it. It feels like I'm just talking with mates. And to do this day in, day out, it's ridiculous. So hat off to everyone who supports the team. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on YouTube, but also on Twitch as well. Throw in here with Leicester, and they've kept possession. How long, man? Do you know, I'm going to start counting passes. That's 3 passes. Can you get to 10? Well, it's a restart. Jorginho almost got in trouble there. Fucking hell, bro. Jorginho's mad. How has he found a pass there? And he had to pull it into Rose. Said, Chilwell, you know it's not a foul. Come on, man. You know you never got a foul. You're in a dangerous area. You've looked for the foul. It's not a foul. You've been playing well, man. You never got fouled there. He's grabbing you, but you tried to do the Reece James thing. You tried to do that. You're not sliding off. The dark arts didn't bang. Shout out to the Ugandans, man. Sunny day, you're saying. Enjoy that. Maddison strikes. Mendy ain't getting beaten from there. But again, how many times have you seen someone from Leicester's got out their feet and done that? Maddison's brave enough to do that. It was Mendy, but he's attempted a shot. Second half, restarted. He tried to find Vardy. I'm not praising someone for doing bare minimums, but this sums up how poor Leicester have been. You've seen Maddison more than others. I think Rodgers, when he looks back, he was probably too scared. N'Golo Kante's lost it. Good tackle, I felt, from Havertz. Their players continued, or it hasn't. Well, see, the ref's giving a lot of things that are not foul. I did not think that was a foul. Exactly. Chilwell selling, ref not buying. Can't wait for Arsenal to win today. I mean, I don't know if we're going to win, but I hope we do. You know, everything crossed. Maddison to take this set piece. That looked needy. Asking a lot of Kelechi. Kelechi's kept it in, to be fair to you. Kelechi's done well. Albrighton swings it in. Oh, Chelsea went to sleep. Reece James and Mendy clear up. It's probably too little too late from Leicester, saying that there's over half an hour left, but they're starting to look like a football team now. Like, Rodgers respected Chelsea too much with his starting 11. Probably did, man. Jorginho, Havertz, Kante, Mount. Finds Havertz, you're about to get a dirty clamp. Johnny Evans, no prisoners. No prisoners. Straight from Ireland. It was that slide tackle. You could see it in a man's eyes. You was getting finessed there. To be honest, man, I remember when Wenger tried to swap Mustafi to West Brom for Evans. I see what you tried, man. See the angle. I see what you tried, man. Mendy ain't broken no sweat today, bro. How many times have we said Mendy in possession? Like, calm, clean sheet. If I was him and I don't get a clean sheet, I'd be vexed. Good pass from Chalobah. Chilwell, of all people. That's a good touch. Did the flag stay down? It's a corner. Good run from Chilwell. This is what I tried to do on Sunday, but yeah, I try, and I'm dead after 10 minutes. I ain't quite got the pace and the lungs I used to have. It's a striker's run, really. Makes better runs than Havertz in behind, really. Made better runs than Mount, who normally does that. Crazy. Chilwell to take the corner. He's delivered it into the low-driven one. It's dealt with. Callum Hudson-Odoi sees it out for a Chelsea throw. 2 Chelsea subs getting warmed up, Pulisic and Ziyech. So it probably looks like Callum Hudson-Odoi's night's done. Interested to see who's the next one, because I think you could... Hudson-Odoi started to mess about a bit. Havertz as well. Mount's been a bit anonymous. I think anyone could get clipped. Kante, no options for him. Can he clap it on his left again? Too humble. Kante didn't want to do it, and he's giving it to Leicester. Indeedy. I don't know what he saw there. And he's gifted it back to Chelsea. I don't know what he saw his name in lights. Tried to play the maddest of passes. It didn't bang. Rudiger. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Pull the trigger, mate. Gets under it too much. And it could have been free. But it's not. Ziyech and Pulisic to enter the fray, people. Who are the subs? Valiant effort from number 42 for Leicester to win the ball back. But once again, Leicester just can't hold on to it, people. Chelsea subs to get introduced. Havertz off. Deservedly so, man. Stunk up the place today. Samori. So Yinchu's looked a shadow of his former self defensively, and he's a young man. Reece James, first time he's had to do some defending today. Samori, Ndidi, Kelechi, Amati. Oh, am I, you know? So one of the first saves, probably the first save Mendy has had to make. It's a save you expect him to make, but Amati's bought a raffle ticket. Dookie, I don't even know if that's guy is that creeping in. Some bug tech. He's hit it with his side. It might be sailing in. That's Leicester's best chance of the game, and it's come from the centre half. And the centre half, you don't attract to goals. What a strike! What a save! Facts. All Brighton cleared by Chelsea. It's here again. All Brighton, go on, you one-trick pony. Delivers a ball in. Oh, this guy's horrible, man. So Yunchu heads it back across. Rudiger meets it. Johnny Evans keep it in. Wow, Evans, that was poor. Finds Samori. Samori does well there. Plays a flat pass though. All Brighton. This guy is horrible, man. Just tries to pull it in behind or just whip it as hard as he can to the back post. Elite concentration from Mendy, not sleeping, as you said. You know, Chelsea have been all right defensively, so he's had to probably concentrate for a lot of games, really. Kelechi. All Brighton. Kelechi does it well. Maddison, that's a good ball. Vardy gets under it. Someone of Vardy's quality needs to send it back where it came from. Keep it low. But again, James Maddison, there's been about 3 occasions he's done more than bare man. Puts a ball in. Vardy gets in between Reece James and Chalobah. The young Cobham duo don't even know what awaits them. Vardy just gets up too early by his own standards. He heads that down. 64 odd minutes in the game. Never know. Hit the like button if you haven't already, folks. Mendy said he's going long. He takes his yellow card for the team. Doggos. Tuchel, you're acting. Tuchel can't believe it. To be fair with you, certain men have got no yellows for less, but allow it, fam. You're acting. I don't mind that. Take one for the team, man. Shows you're thinking, like. And Chelsea, this is what Chelsea need to do. Just keep frustrating. Chalobah's gone down. Just frustrate. When you get in life, if you get frustrated, you make mistakes. Think about it logically. Football's no different. If you lot are doing an assignment or you're doing a work task and you're frustrated because you want to do it quickly or you're not seeing results, you're going to start making mistakes. You're not thinking logically, because you're thinking with emotion, which is a feeling of frustration. For the haters out there who tried to hit the dislike button and the guys that used to spam it, they were frustrated. The galley were probably frustrated because they couldn't, that man there can't satisfy it and they want the DG killer, but it is what it is. Chalobah's gone long. I don't know what Ziyech tried to do. I am really underwhelmed with what I've seen from Hakim. In the last 5 minutes, sorry, people, it's been 60-40 in terms of possession for Leicester. Really underwhelmed with what I've seen from Hakim Ziyech in the Prem. If I'm honest with you, I thought he was going to light it up. I didn't think he'd do like PFA Player of the Year, but I definitely thought we would have seen a lot more. I think he would have been up there for goals and assists, and I thought it was a real find. I don't know why it hasn't quite worked out at Chelsea for Hakim Ziyech. He seems to be a moments guy there. Like he's in half in the game, half not. Doesn't seem like he's too down physically. Doesn't seem the most overwrought, like mentally. He's getting going. He seems a bit like Ozil, a bit introverted, a bit soft. And everything there. Reece James. Getting sloppy from a Chelsea perspective. That, that's better from them. Boots, but no. Scrappy. CH's 4 has been incredible to see. Tuchel's fuming. He's moving like me in Football Manager with the VAR, bro. Indeedy. Oh, Thiago Silva. Good battle with him and Kelechi. Scissor kick defending from Thiago. Olden but golden. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Pulisic. First time he gets to stretch his legs and take on Leicester's defense. What's he going to do here? Tries to live a movie. Oh, wow. Hey, Marty, that's some unorthodox defending. And it's given right here to Chelsea. Bang it, Kante. Get your second. Serves Maddison right. He tried to clamp Kante, got clamped. Trying to soldier it. He's hobbling on. Ziyech. How long do you lose the ball? Reece James. Jorginho. Ziyech. Looks like he's going to pull it in. Meaty. It was a meaty ball. But Pulisic's run was decent. I thought it was going to be free. Meaty player to meaty player. Meaty results in it. It should be Chelsea free. Reece James and Jorginho did well. 2 players who aren't meaty. You know, I don't think that's what Ziyech tried to do, but it's a good run from Pulisic, and he probably should get that on target. And to be fair, shout out Amati. He's the only one that's tried to clock the run. And so Ziyech is 28, you know. When you look at the Ajax team that made it to the semis, not one of them really made at the clubs they've been at. Harsh, what? Deluded? Still question marks what Deluded's done it. I know what you mean. Frankie de Jong's not really set the world alight. Donny van der Beek, it ain't banged for him at United. Not his fault, but it ain't banged. Who else is there? I see what you mean still. Sienchu. Hopeful ball more than it. Ref, you can't get trying to say that's a foul. It's not a foul. Chelsea still get to remain in possession. Chilwell does well considering Jamie Vardy's chasing him. Nerves are still there. Chilwell looks to send it long. The attempt was good. Sienchu's done better to read it, and it's here with Ndidi. Ndidi forward, man. James Maddison. Who do you think will win? I'm so sure it's Chelsea. Well, you said it there. Chelsea are 2-0 up, so unless a miracle happens, Chelsea are returning to London with the 3 points. $20-odd minutes left of this game, people. Assuming there's no added on time. Hit the like button if you haven't. Don't forget, 4:20 will be live again in relation to Arsenal's game. Kelechi. Samore. Oi, stepovers. Should have banged it. Tried to pass it to Vardy. It's cleared. Ziyech. Pulisic. Give it back to him. Oh, I thought he was fouled there. How has Pulisic not got a foul? He finally gets it. Ndidi, perpetrator. Makes you think how good Ten Hag is. If United get him, we're in trouble. I know what you mean. I think the lot slotted in, but I know what you mean. He ain't set the world alight, ain't done a madness. Every now and again, it seems like there's question marks regarding the lit and what he's doing at Juventus. But you got to remember, these men are young, you know, very young. And when you move to them clubs there, it's not just about ability. Like, even to a lesser degree, Jadon Sancho, and again, his is different because of Oli. But the situations at the club have to be perfect. Now, Juventus have clipped their manager a couple of times now. And all the other clubs. And also, there's a lot mentally. Respectfully, Ajax is a big establishment, but there's a big gulf from going there to Barcelona. And I think that's why a lot of players crumble. I think you look at Ziyech at Chelsea, I don't think it's nothing to do with ability. Why he hasn't banged? Like, he's got ability. Is it mentality? Is it something we don't know? You know, is his wife or his kids settled off the field? Is he settled off the field? These are all things that could play a part. I can't imagine not. The London lifestyle must be lit. Hakim Ziyech in possession, though. What can he do now? Step overs, twists, turns, squares it. Pulisic scores. Eventually, I can't lie, Pulisic's touch looked baggy, but the substitutes have combined. It is Chelsea 3, Leicester 0. Game, set, match, pass the pad. Brendan Rodgers, it is done right now. Played from Ziyech. Pulisic chasing his touch, able to get there. And Leicester were warned. That combination almost played a part just prior. Almost. You know, where Pulisic was played in by Ziyech and he just missed. You know, Chalobah involved. Quality games from them. You know, Pulisic, Ziyech combined, and, you know, Leicester chasing shadows. As I said, I'd rather lose 3-1 than 2-0. Me personally, at 3, I would have done it before, but I'm not a manager. It's 3-0 now. One of the centre half comes off. Bring on another striker. I'd rather lose 4-1 than 3-0 now would be my logic. Game, set, match. And it's been a game where, I can't lie, it's been value for money. It's lived up to the billing, but not in terms of being an even contest. Look, Brendan Rodgers on the play-thing. Has he made a sub? Boy, and look, Leicester are second best. Chelsea are going up there again. Reece James squares it. Ziyech. It's fallen to Pulisic. The offside flag hasn't come. Is that 4? It's eventually been put home by Callum Hudson-Odoi, but these men need to wake up immediately. Leicester are a shadow of the team they were last season. Bro, they say you're most vulnerable when you just scored. Chelsea look even better. I mean, Ziyech should put that home. It's calamities. To be fair, I don't think offsides involved. Surely it's come off that. Surely that goal stands. It's come off my man. It's come if that's come off a Marty, that's in play, and it's 4-0. Good play from Pulisic to not be selfish, unlike Havertz. I think that goal should stand. Boy, these men are getting embarrassed and they're being embarrassed. I feel sorry for the fans, and that's surprised. Shout out to the fans for still being there. It's been a bad day at the office, but I mean, you've been bad when you've gone free at the back. I'm not going to say they've done it for Chelsea, but it hasn't been an attacking free at the back. You've gone free at the back. You've tried to do the defensive thing, and you've conceded 3 goals. So, what have you worked on all week? What's up with the personnel? And Amarty's name's going to be talked about. I feel Amarty's been one of Leicester's best players. So, you couple in the tactics with players not being at the races. It's terrible. Chelsea deserved their 3-0 victory. And if I'm Mendy, I'm making sure I'm getting a clean sheet. For the beat. It's been comfortable for Chelsea so far as Leicester is struggling to break down Chelsea's defense. Leicester are breaking themselves down. Chilwell. Well, I wouldn't say he's tried to play a pass there. It's more hopeful than anything. Schmeichel. Again, hopeful passes. Sub now for Leicester City. Game done, man. Game done. I think this is a young G. The bench. Debut thing. Ain't that the Hall, brother? Samore off. You reckon, mate? Yeah, Dewsbury Hall. I knew it. Number 22. I'm sure he's played against Arsenal at 23 levels. Put yourself about then, innit? Soyuncu. Maddison. Again, Maddison, that's silly. Just flicking. It feels like Leicester players just flicking the ball on for the sake of it, hoping that someone else will do something, amazing. Stop giving the ball away to a good side like Chelsea. They'll make you pay for it. Reece James, Wills specifically. Ziyech, step overs. It's like he's feeling himself. He's lost it now, though. Indeed, he mops up. Played from Ndidi, Cassandra, Maddison, really. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, where'd they find this brother from? He's not levels, man. Leicester in the mud. Leicester has been poor today, and the score is deserved by Chelsea. Playing Leicester off the pitch, trust. I don't think Rodgers is the solution to their problems, especially looking at this game. I'm sure the only bad thing you could say from a Chelsea perspective, it looks like Jorginho's day is done. Holding his hammy. I'm sure he wouldn't want to come off, especially 50 minutes from time. It could just be a result of, I don't know if he's played for Italy and that. It could, like what we saw midweek with Robertson, it could just be natural cramp building up of games. But that would be a bitter pill to swallow for Chelsea if Jorginho is out for any significant period of time. I don't know the status update on Kovacic, but yeah. I think Thiago Silva is winning man of the match or something. He's been good though. And I mean the build-up play from Chelsea for that 3rd goal. These lot have been terrible, man. My man of the match. Oof. Couple Chelsea players, I think it's a bit harsh because, obviously Leicester have been poor, but I think Rudiger's been good. I think Thiago Silva's been a joy to watch. Like, you just got, not saying anyone can't, but I just think Thiago Silva's one wasn't glamorous, but he's doing good things. Like, if you know ball, you see what he's doing. I'd say Thiago could get that. I think Reece James has been good. I think Chilwell's been quite good, if I'm honest with you. I think Chilwell's been very good. Sly Chilwell. Chilwell, Kante, slyly. Chilwell, Kante, Thiago Silva, slyly. Rudiger also could get that. Everyone's just done their thing, man. I think everyone's been at a 7 minimum from Chelsea. They haven't been pushed to their limit, but they can't account for that. Lowski starts for United today. To be honest, You know, Sancho's playing Watford, his former team, one of his former teams. If you remember, you know, he was poached from Watford's academy from City. So, you know, I'm sure he'll, you know, be a special moment for him. He probably scores. Leicester getting forward, but Loftus-Cheek says no. Loftus-Cheek's found Hakim Ziyech. James. James looks like he's overplayed there. Again, standards have to stay up. Maddison's done a quick nutmeg. Looked like he was fouled. Ref says play on. It's getting a bit scrappy from both teams. Again, Chelsea have to keep the standards. Hakim Ziyech, again, standards. Lost the ball, but it stays. Donny still ain't starting. What? Wan-Bissaka and Sancho together. To be honest, they beat Watford, but that right-hand side is stinky. South London isn't going to save United. That's stinky still. Loftus-Cheek. I think people rate Loftus-Cheek. With Loftus, he's got to stay fit, be available, and then you can build your fluidity and, you know, get the sharpness and get the cobwebs out. Because when fit, he's a baller. You know, if Loftus-Cheek plays to the standard he can, I don't know for the World Cup, but for me, he can get in the England squad. Like he can play, bro. He's a good player. It's just a fitness thing for him. The more he stays fit, the more he'll challenge for starting place. Chelsea are developing old habits and they're giving the ball away. It's just Leicester have been terrible today. Mendy's giving it away again. Leicester can't hold on to it. Reece James, good play from him. Holds on to it too long. Once again, people, watch along business after this. Ball over to this right-hand side. It doesn't quite get over there to Hakim Ziyech. Boy. Soyuncu, 11 minutes plus any added on time, people. Probably at least 3 minutes. Soyuncu's tried to play it down the flanks. Hasn't gone anywhere. But N'Golo Kante. Pulisic. Him and Ziyech have combined for one goal already. Kante, Pulisic, look at the run. Oh, Kante should have slipped it to Pulisic. Chance is dead now. Crazy. Rudiger. Looks offside. Surely Chilwell's offside. He's called it back to Pulisic. That's 4. Is it going to count, though? I think the offside flag has come. That's 2 goals ruled out. Should be 5 to Chelsea. Ruthless. Again, Chilwell's making fantastic runs. Like Chilwell's had a very good game, man. You know, fullback union. I'd say Chilwell. Leicester fans have had enough. Rate Loftus-Cheek, but Odegaard is class. At his best, he has Ozil's moments. The critics might say Ozil was moments in it. So like Ozil, he does have just moments. Him and Odegaard are 2 different players. And Marty to take this Leicester City throw. Oh, man. Cool. Maddison, you might as well bang it, Madders. Deflects. Mandy says, no, I need my clean sheet. And he cuts it out for a corner. But again, Maddison just having shots. Like I've seen Maddison more than all these others. And again, a lot of talk, you know, again, obviously, if Brendan Rodgers was to manage Man United with the players and people he could be on the front foot. But if you put in a performance like this at Man United or City or all the teams there, they would probably ask you why you've been so negative and things like that. Corner to Leicester, though. It's their chance to at least mash up the clean sheet, at least ruin Chelsea's clean sheet and ensure it's somewhat not a perfect day. Oh, wow. That's a terrible corner. Who's that? Is that Drewsbury Hall? Did he win it? Did he win a place in this team on a lucky dip? I'm going for that guy. I was tired. Don't forget, people, make sure you're following on Twitch as well as YouTube, people, especially as we move towards next week. Hella content across both. We've got the Champions League and the rest of it. Make sure you're following on Twitch. Brazy. Dark Arts from Chilwell as he kicks the ball away. It's getting a bit hot in here, people. Again, it's only 8 minutes too late, 7 minutes too late. Apologies, it's not only fans. It's just getting mad hot now. The lights are starting to do a number on me. It's no longer hoodie o'clock. It's got to be humble now. Apologies, folks. Trevor Chalobah. Kante turns. Well, that's... Oi! Kante's sitting Kelechi down. I mean, indeed. Kante's been balling out today, man. He's tried his best Kovacic impression. Reece James, Kante, Rudiger screaming for it. Chalobah. Do you know what I like about Chalobah? He does what he gets paid to do, man. Certain guys just know what they're supposed to do in the team. That's a good ball to Chilwell, who hasn't stopped running forward. Nobody's there for the cutback, though. Chilwell's done well to hold on to it. No, it's like no one at Chelsea wants to grab a goal. Bang it, Reece James. Doesn't bang it. Hakim Ziyech. Back to James. Bang it. Well, yeah, you man are done. Reece James scores. It's 4-0. As offside, shake them again. No, I don't think offside will shake them. It should be about 6 or 7. It is. It's a good call. I can't lie. It's a great call. For Chilwell. Chilwell just needs to hold his run. Fantastic Chelsea performance. They should have there should be a Norwich-esque scoreline. It's boys against men. Boys against men. You know, Leicester are lucky offsides playing. Can't lie, man. That's the ruthlessness Thomas Tuchel probably demanded. Yeah, I pay refs. You're talking to Mr. 3-time trophy winner. Me and Thomas Tuchel are the same. We demand excellence. You know the ones there? I'll win a Champions League final as well, same way he did. 5 minutes left of this game, people. As I said, make sure you've set your reminders and hit the like button. For 4:20, we go live. It's Arsenal Leicester. It's not for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Can't get there. Reece James vex at him. You're acting. The offside flag came up again. And the offside flag didn't bang this time, man. It can't have banged. Well, to be fair, it does. Yeah, Callum is offside. He is, man. The linesman's doing better for Leicester than their whole back line, apart from Amati. I think Amati's been okay. As terrible as he is. Oh, without VAR, bro, them man are holding a 7, 8. They're holding what they did to. I swear they did it to Southampton. They absolutely lit up Southampton a season or 2 ago. Leicester fans bewildered. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what to make of it. Early kickoff as well, you know. People could have been doing their food shopping, taking kids where they need to go take kids, just simply sleeping after a busy week, but they're out there in the ground and they're watching you lot put in a performance like this. Have not worked Chelsea, have not made things uncomfortable for Chelsea at all. A far cry from the Leicester that once was. Maddison, hopeful ball in. Maddison's been about more than certain players, and I don't know if I want to criticize other players because I think it's with the gaffer. There's obvious limitations with Ndidi and Samore together. It's not for best call ever. Wait, it's brazy. One love to everyone who's hit the like button, people. You know, I'm sure the ref, out of respect for Leicester, don't need to add any added on time. Reece James, lovely pass round the back, round the corner to Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech drops the shoulder expertly. Needs to pass it now. You've done the good bit. You've done the flashy part. Well in. Manage the game now. Rudiger. Just need to manage the game a bit, man. It's 3-0. I know other players want to score, but just be humble. Loftus-Cheek. Reece James. Thiago Silva. Rudiger. Linesman single-handedly keeping Leicester's goal difference table hopes alive. Trust. He's bossed them. Maybe he's got correct scoreline bets. Pulisic drops the shoulder, cuts inside. Chilwell, bang it, man. Maybe don't. Maybe not shoot. It's got over it too much. At 3-0, you're not going to care in it, but hit the target. Boy. Kasper Schmeichel to take the goal kick. Yeah, you palmed it off to Kasper. Chilwell. You know, I'd probably say Chilwell man of the match. You know, I think he's been really good. I feel Chilwell. I'll give it Chilwell. I'll give it Chilwell. I mean, he's made a lot of runs and all them things there. He's really done the fullback role, especially how Thomas Tuchel probably demands it. I think, you know, Chilwell's had a good game. It ain't been easy for him. They've been kicking him left, right, and centre. The fans are onto him. But he's had a very good game, you know, as has Kante. It's been a good return home for two ex-Leicester City players, really. And Ziyech is doing his best, you know, his best to play like Mahrez. Thiago Silva, Pulisic. You know, Pulisic is picking up the ball in some midfield role. You know you're done for when they're doing that. Show us the game. Tony, I can't, man. You're just going to have to see my beautiful face. And, you know, it's 89 minutes in. Bit late, aren't you? Is you at the bar? Pulisic looked like he got a kick there. Ref says, fuck that. Kante does well. Reece James. He's got too many options. He's being greedy now. Reece James wants a goal, you know. Siinchi. Indeedy. Good play from Leicester, to be fair, but no one wants it. Only 2 men are showing for it. Dewberry Hall. Fucking hell, this guy's shit, man. You're not built for this. Kante. Glides past my man. You're not built for this, man. Like I said, he won this space in lucky dip, man. Hudson-Odoi. Can't believe man used to compare Ziyech to Mahrez last season. I was just trying to find the game live on YouTube. Chelsea playing like in training because they haven't had to do more than that. And even then, it should be about 6 or 7. 3 minutes of added on time. Don't want to say I was right, but I was right. 3 minutes of added on time, folks, and the timer has stopped. So let's remove that one. Go with that. Siinchi. Boy. Leicester have been deep fried. They haven't looked like a team that's come to play football. Only one team looks like a Premier League team. Chelsea look like a team that wants to win the Premier League, I'd say. Leicester are lucky it's not 7. End of the day, Chelsea shouldn't be offside, but I think some of them offside calls very fortunate. You know, Leicester have only looked like a team for about 3-4 minutes. Thiago Silva's one match. Thiago Silva's been good as well. Be fair. Kills me. Just bare hopeful balls forward by Leicester. Like, it don't look like anything's coordinated. And Vardy and Thiago Silva have both got mashed up there. What happened there? Oh, I mean, it hurts, but you know, Thiago's being a bit dramatic. You know, Vardy's kicked up his head and that. Appreciate everyone who's hit the like button and everyone who's been here so far. You know, Thiago Silva probably with dark arts eating up further time. How many goals has Jamie Vardy got this season as well, man? Premier League stats. Fair play. Vardy's got 7 ups. Boy, I don't think you're going to get much more than that in this team, if I'm honest with you. Where are Leicester for clean sheets? Leicester are 5th for passes. I wouldn't say that based on today. Especially that. They're going to have to find them. And where are Leicester for clean sheets? They're bottom. 1 clean sheet this season. Fuck. Arsenal are 4th. Bloody hell. 4th. 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 4 Leicester have a good team. It's just not working. Yeah, they're not terrible. It's just, yeah, they've hit a bit of a road bump, innit, with this, with the tactics and whatnot. They need to reinvent themselves. 15 seconds odd left, people. I know we're running over time and whatnot. You know, don't forget to, you know, again, not going to stop being shameless after this. You know, in 118 minutes, it says you've got Liverpool versus Arsenal. Hopefully we can do a thing at 5:30. Make sure you're all there for that. The game is done, however, though, people. Leicester have been defeated 3-0. As I said, if it wasn't for the linesman's probably man of the match, to be fair with you. If he didn't save Leicester, you know, it'd probably be 7 or 8. You know, Leicester probably a bit too defensive. You know, tactically, Brendan Rodgers got it wrong. Maddison's done more with really mediocre things in the second half than anyone did. You know, the players weren't at it, as well as the tactics. For Chelsea, professional performance, 3 goals. The subs in Pulisic and Ziyech came off the bench hungry. I think Reece James looked good today. Chilwell looked good. Thiago Silva looked good. Mendy had effort to do, but when called upon, made some good saves. Again, Amati had the best effort of the game. If your centre half in Amati has the best opportunity, you haven't done anything. Leicester just lacking bravery. You know, 3 points, a clean sheet. Chelsea remain top, and obviously considering Liverpool have a top 5 clash against Arsenal at 5:30, and then obviously, you know, Man City have a half decent game against Everton. They've done what they needed to do. They've looked like a team that woke up this morning ready to play football. Leicester are like all of us, just still sleeping. But yeah, it's been a fantastic game, man. Maddison is doing a Kane Bear upset because of no move. Chelsea is fully capable. Arsenal, is fully capable of beating Liverpool later. I hope so, my guy. I really do. Leicester got spanked at home. What a performance from Chelsea. Maddison's just got 1 goal in 11 games. I mean, everyone and their nan was saying need to buy him 70 million. I wonder what they're saying now. Leicester remain 12th, people, on 15 points. Not quite the season that they would want to have. Chelsea have got their spirits up there, consistent now. Class display from Chelsea, as Sia said. But yeah, on that note, people, it's been a fantastic early watch along. You know, I hope everyone's enjoying their morning, afternoon, evening, or night. The good news is that there's another watch along again. See you all in 2 hours' time. Basically, 4:20. It's Liverpool Arsenal. So we'll be, you know, pre-game we'll be talking. During the game we'll be talking. After the game we'll be talking, people. So make sure you're all there for that one. Gonna love and leave you lot. Let you lot get out of here and enjoy whatever you're doing for now. And yeah, let me put the tags in and all of those sort of things into this video. And then it is what it is, man. It's crazy, man. It's absolute crazy. You know, without you lot, and again, a big praise to you lot. Without you lot, you know, there'd be no point being live and things like that. I appreciate you lot, and we'll see you lot later, man. On that note, take care. Make sure you've hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Safe.
Because you always use that active red light defenders. I think it's like
DG. DG.